Hello. Welcome back. Slight hiatus this time, only because I wanted to gear up for this one. Today is the day that we beat Dark Souls 3. I don't think I'm going to turn off the stream until it happens. We only have I think we only have the Nameless King and the final boss of the base game. A Gwyn-like opponent, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know anything about this game, as this is Soul Sunday 3, Volume 14, all 100% positively blind. Our beautiful, beautiful build, the player, our character, who was attacked viciously by Manus, Father of the Abyss, back in Dark Souls Remastered. We've now reached a concluding point, and I'm very excited to share that conclusion with all of you. So, without any further ado, let's just kind of get into it and just go straight into what we're doing, because we have to beat a very, very challenging enemy with the Nameless King, because the Nameless King does not fuck around in any way, shape, or form. Really dangerous enemy, but hopefully all of you all have been having a good weekend, a good Sunday. I'm a bit under the weather, just a tad under the weather, but nothing too bad, in all honesty. But we're getting things together now, though, so feel a little bit better. Saw some crazy cool stuff over the weekend in the form of Dune Part 2. That was my highlight of the weekend. Great movie. I love the director Denis Villeneuve. His work before. I apologize if I butchered his name, but Prisoners, a great movie. Obviously, Doom Part 1, Blade Runner 2049, all great movies, and I was super happy to see Doom Part 2, because after watching Part 1, I read the book, and so now I had like a lot of context going into it. Very fun. Great movie. Great cinema experience, too. I think that was like a real big part of it. Being able to experience it in the theaters, where I wasn't able to do that for Part 1, was really cool. Alright, come on. Get on here. Mammal, Marshall, Matt. Thank you, Ken the Fraud, with the subscription. Oh, love that. Love that. You know how it is. We're king. We're all kingly around here, around these parts. You all can probably hear the game going on, but for some reason it's not connecting on OBS. So give me just a quick second. See if it comes up now. There we go. Nice. Wouldn't be a Cobra King match stream without a bit of technicalities, a bit of issues. But a final drip check on my boy here. We have the Dragon Slayer helm, the Dragon Slayer armor, Black Knight leggings, and I think Black Knight gauntlets, along with the Great Scythe here and the Ethereal Straight Sword. Which, by the way, we're going to do a couple of housekeeping things before we get moving. But for anyone who wants to know the equipment, it's right here. Got the Hunter's Ring, got the Ring of Favor, got the Prisoner's Chain, and we got the Scholar's Ring. And here's our distribution. We're going to bump up our flask amount for this one. I had to pull up for the finale. I'm so glad you're here, Ken. I really, really am. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be against probably the best boss in the game. I'm not going to lie. We have our flasks at +9. So we can get them up to +10. I don't really think we need to. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a bit sick this weekend, but not too bad. Just a bit of a light cold. One that's really annoying. Level 105, though. Here's our stat spread as it is. 37 Vigor, 20 Attunement, 25 Endurance, 27 Vital, 16 Strength, 36 Dex, 35 Intelligence, and Faith and Luck for good measure. We really have been rocking things as amazingly as possible. But we got to do a little bit of housekeeping. We got to go back to the Fire Link Shrine to do a bit of focus on something that we never really did before. We removed scaling on our weapon towards the beginning of the game by giving the Great Scythe a raw gem, modifying it with an infusion that gave it max power. Great for low-level play. Not great for this. Not great for this stage of the game. So we're going to use...
Changed a great raven of face.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to...
Oh, incredible. Hawkwood Swordgrass.
Now that... What would you have?
Interesting. I was so not ready for that. I'm used to him just saying a bunch of stuff. We'll keep an Ashen Flask in case we want to use magic for anything else. Honestly, I think we'd be fine if we just... I might just go 13. Why not? But let's infuse our Great Scythe with the gem that allows us to basically remove shit. I want to be able to make it so that we can kind of go around and figure out which item does what. I totally forget them. Simple gem, does this make it... Oh, this makes it just a pure magic weapon off rip, I think. Refined gem, I forget what that does. Right now it's at the 299 mark, but we could obviously fire, poison, blood, dart, chaos. They all do what they do. Makes them scale off of different attributes, as you can kind of see down there. I think the... God, what does the Shriving Stone do? We do need souls for this, though, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we can probably figure this one out a little bit more, but I want to be able to scale with our dexterity or intelligence modifier. I think it's... let's actually check out the items in our inventory that let us do this. And check out that new item that we were just given. But yeah, no, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing very well in this current situation. Whatever situations you might be in, whatever life has done for you, you know? Doing good, hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Lots of... It feels like it's been a very busy week. I don't know why, though. Bloodstained Night, traditionally unlit... Oh! Come to the mausoleum in Farron. Only one can take the path of ancient dragons. Interesting. Hawkwood. Is that like a message for me? Interesting, though. Interesting. The gravest of messages using swordgrass. Come to the mausoleum in Farron. Maybe that's somewhere we can go for souls right now. I think that'll be a good idea. Let's try and head there then. Once we figure out what we want to do. Because I want to either get rid of the infusion we have on our scythe or give it a different one. To create a simple weapon. Simple weapons inflict magic damage and restore FP very gradually. Interesting. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, Striving Stones undo weapon infusions. It reverses it. Yeah, it's different than a crystal gem, which creates a, making it magical damage and leveling with intelligence. I don't know what we want to do, guys. Do we want to... we want to undo the infusion regardless, so we need to go somewhere where we can get a few souls, or we can spend a few from... Okay, we don't have any extras to use, so we should go and find a place where we can get some souls. And the game has frozen. Sorry, chat. The game do what the game do. So let's head over to the Farron Mausoleum and see what that can do for us. Farron Keep Ruins, Farron Keep Perimeter, and then of course the Abyss Watchers. I wonder where the Mausoleum would be. It's definitely not in the Cathedral. I don't think it would be over there, but let's try... We can try the Abyss Watchers, see if they're close to that area. At the very least, we'll be able to find some enemies around here that we can fight. Get some souls here and there. We just need to like 2k to get the simple infusion. Because my sight damage is good, but it's not scaling with the stats that we've been improving this whole time. So we need to be able to essentially adjust our weapon to be able to do that. This is something that I was looking back and doing some research on, just being like, hey, I want to get through this finale, I want to get done. And if we finish at a good enough time, we'll rank the bosses from this game and see, and I'll probably kind of give my opinion for like my favorite game in the Souls trilogy and see what we want to do. We can do maybe an area tier list too, but we'll see. That one might take a bit more time. Like this is taking some time. It is what it is, in all honesty. But not too bad. But yeah, while this is loading and everything, start thinking about, chat, and VOD watchers and anything like that. Start thinking about what game I should play next. Because as soon as this is over, tomorrow, if we're done with this game, I'm going to be posting a poll, which is what game should we play next. And I might even do a poll here just because I can do in Twitch now with affiliate status. Just be like, hey, what game do we want to do? Could be really cool, could be really fun. Yeah, but here we are back in the abyss. Oh, there's actually a dude here. Okay.
This is unexpected.
Okay.
Well, I've decided to stop running from
Who are you? How goes? Goes good, E12.
I shall take what makes you.
Oh, this guy wants my dragon shit. Oh, yep, that's Harkwood. Interesting. Well, this is a good way to get Warren back up. Oh, he's wielding the Abyss Watcher weapons. Interesting. You know what? Fuck you. Get Soul Speared. Alright. Ooh, big dodge. Oh, he's doing the big move. Interesting, interesting. Mm-hmm. I will run away, I will zone, I will do what is necessary. There we go. Wonder if he has any flasks. These human enemies often do. Oh god. Ooh. Auto stun, maybe. Uh-oh. Ooh, barely got out of that one. Ooh, my sight takes a while. I should be using the straight sword. I'm not losing any souls going into this, but it is what it is. Look at him. Look at him go. Need to see if he had Oh! I knew it. Ooh. That's stun. Big, strong attack. We've been gone a couple weeks, so now we have to really, like, lock in. Especially if we're going to be fighting the Nameless King today, which it looks like we are. Well, definitely going to. I mean, like, that's part of the whole plan. Ooh. I'm like, he's going to drink. Don't worry. We can drink together. Ooh, big dance, big dance. You won't have healing forever. He's got poise break. Okay. This guy's got swag. Look at him go. Ooh, big attack. Oh, big attack. He will have what it takes to be dragon. There we go. Oh, God. Yeah, that attack is bad. Okay. Ooh, that attack's bad, too. Does he have another flask? Yes, he does. Ooh, I was out of stamina. Oh. This guy's got lots and lots of flasks. Ooh, I thought that would break him. Oh. How many flasks does he have? It was 4. This man's like a fucking PvP fight. Hate those. Spacing. Oh. Not very good, though. Just smack them as they charge in. Oh, you motherfucker. How many flasks does he have? Does he have as many as I do? This is a tough cookie. He's really making me earn this one. Whoa. This reminds me of, like, Wilhelm from the Painted World. Also very badass dude. Man, almost in range. This is gonna help me, though. I need the training. Thank you for sparring with me, oh Abyssal Knight dude. There we go. Frost build up. Finally. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think he had another. There he goes. Yeah, he's out. Alright. He's out of flasks. Alright, buddy. Frostbite will do it to you. Alright. Let's do this old-fashioned way. Big scythe era. Oh, yeah. Ugh. There it is. I'm not a dragon. I'm a dragon slayer. Alright, man. Twinkling Dragon Head Stone. I guess that's the last piece you would need to, like, become a full dragon, right? Because I remember these parts existing in the past. Like key items or weapons or spells or something. I don't remember the whole lore breakdown behind that, but I do remember it existing. Lots of dragon. Yeah, see, now we have all of the different dragon parts. Twinkling dragon. Yeah, gain dragon head and emit dragon breath. Yeah, because then these are like unto death, and these are like permanent. Basically, like, you just get to become a dragon. That's pretty cool, though. What a fight. What a battle. Alright, let's go somewhere where we know we can farm a couple of souls for 1k. Where do we go? Where? Dreg heap. Let's see. Not really. Where is it? Slave Night Gale is over there. That is true. Philinora's Rest. Interesting. Yeah, let's go back and fight that one Ring and Knight again. That guy's not exactly easy, but he does offer like 7k, which will satisfy anything we need to do. So let's do this, and then let's take on the Nameless King. Let's finish this adventure. We're gonna have to probably check to see if our damage is super duper good though, because I want to see like the results of this uninfusing. I don't know if we want to use a simple gem because we have a shit ton of intelligence to be able to allow ourselves to have it scale a bit more, but then it also is splitting it into magic damage, but we could boost the magic damage more with Crystal Magic Weapon. So I might want to do that. I might want to just make this a fucking magic scythe and live like that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, believe me, I understand. I know. Alright. Cool. Oh, yeah. Alright, he's almost done. Should be done now. Cool. Night Chunks. Lovely. I kind of like their armor, too, but I don't know where to get it. Here's the thing. Also, 8k souls. I stand corrected. Cool shit. Good, good, good. Now we have all the souls that we need. So let's go and do what we need to do. Also, our FP is really good right now. I mean, our stats, I think, are just really, really good. We have enough souls right now that we could do the infusion, undo, make it a simple weapon, and then undo again if need be. So let's just do what we need to do. The Ethereal Strike Sword is good enough as is. It scales, I think, completely normally. I don't think we did anything to it. Yeah, see, it scales more off of strength than it does dex. That is super interesting, though. Despite the fact that it has dex as a requirement.
Ah, tis good, wasn't he?
Or dex is like the higher requirement. I'm still learning the ins and outs of this game. Like, it's really interesting to know. To, like, learn about. Alright, simple, or Shriving Stone. Let's get that. Let's get the just regular Great Scythe. Cool. Now we have a normal Great Scythe that scales off of dex, which we have been using. So if we were to use a simple gem, the simple gem would allow us to split. It'll split the damage into physical and magic, but it will also allow us to scale that magic damage through intelligence, which could be super interesting. What do we think, chat? Do we think we should just make the simple Great Scythe with as much magic damage as possible? Or should we keep it as is, which is, you know, as it is, pure physical magic, and we imbue it with magic damage through the crystal spell? Like, how do we want to maximize this as best we can? Because I don't know if the simple gem scaling will be worth it. Let's see though. Let's check the simple magic gem, or like gem item, or the simple gem item. Okay, a gem of infused titanite, said to be an object of infatuation for victims of stunted development. Used in infusion to create simple weapons. They inflict magic damage and restore FP very gradually to help even a simpleton muster some metal. Okay, that's kind of insulting. They're like, okay, you get at least a little bit of FP restoration on you. I think we're good. I think it still being in the 200s and scaling off of dex is really good right now. But if we want to, we can. I don't think it will really matter, especially with Crystal Magic Weapon, which will be boosting on it regardless. Which, honestly, I want to check the description of Crystal Magic Weapon. Virgo sharpens magic weapon via crystallation. Yes. Enforces right hand with crystal. Speaking of which, I don't think we have any I don't think we have enough souls to get any more spells, but now would be the time.
Back again. Perfect.
Alright. Is there anything else that I need to learn? Is there anything else that I haven't already learned? It's a good question. I don't think so. I think we have every little bit that we need. Alright. I think we're ready to face the Nameless King. I think it's now or never. We'll test our damage out a little bit with it, but I think with Crystal Magic Weapon, we will still be dealing a lot of damage. Maybe not as much as we were straight off rip, but I'm hoping the scaling, like, does a lot. You know what I mean? Alright. Where? Archdragon Archdragon Peak. Is this going to be peak fighting? We'll see. We're gonna lose a lot of souls doing this, but it is what it is. It's like 5k. I don't mind. All right. Another battle against the Nameless King. And, you know, the King of the Storm, I think, is the name of the dragon. Crazy. It can't help but not be peak. That is true. It can't help it. It cannot help it. All right. We move. New scythe, new me. All right. For future reference, I should probably do the scythe thing as I'm doing this. All right, let's kill him. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We have forgotten a lot. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is it just me, or am I not seeing the scaling anymore? No, we are definitely doing things. We were just hitting them in the wrong spot. My god, we're doing so much more damage. Alright, where are you? Okay. We have forgotten all of this guy's moves. Okay. We just need to hit him in the fucking head. Yeah, look at that damage. Holy shit. Doing so much more. Yeah. Kind of want to get some distance on him, so he's forced to use the right things. Woo! Okay. This is the harder fight, honestly, in my opinion. I'm good against the Nameless King a little bit. Oh god. Nah, I need to recognize. Fucking camera. Yeah, but look at that fucking damage. Oh my god. Woo! There we go. Oh yeah. I'm ready. It really is just a fight against the camera right now. Woo! Okay. Got him. Woo! Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he does it like twice. Okay, now we move. Oh, yeah, now he comes in. Oh, okay, yeah, we knew it. Knew it, but we didn't believe. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, this is good, though. I think we got him. There we go. All right, King of the Storm down. Okay. Woo, I'm going to take a moment. Oh, we're doing good. We're feeling ourselves. Okay. Our damage is so much better, though. Our damage is so much better. The scaling thing was definitely holding us back. But big W. But now it's time for the big man. This cutscene is so good. I don't even want to skip it. He's just too cool. We are the Dragon Slayer versus the Dragon Lord. Or an original Dragon Slayer, almost, if the lore is to be believed. Okay, Nameless King. Nameless King, two kings. Two kings watching each other. Alright, man. Oh, God. Didn't expect that. Okay, yeah. Our patience is not there. We're not being very patient. Okay. 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 Ooh, a little greedy there. Oh, definitely greedy there. Drink. We not greedy. No greed. Oh, God. He moves so quickly. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This attack. I think this attack killed us last time. Oh, okay. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Now we gotta move. Okay. There it is. Oh, God. Gotta get him downloaded. Okay. Ah, the little bit of a delay there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. A little whip around. Okay. Alright, Nameless King. Ooh, yeah. Ah, man, that little delay there. It's killing me. Ah, okay. I understand. I understand a little bit more. Okay. We kind of were so in tune with ourselves last time that I think we have been on hiatus for a little too long for this time. The Nameless King is still a challenging boss fight. I shouldn't underestimate him. Okay. I shouldn't underestimate King of the Storm either. King of the Storm is harder than I give it credit for, but mostly because I'm fighting the goddamn camera. I like how I can get my souls every time without much trouble. Okay. So okay. Our damage is so much better than it was prior. And I'm a big fan of that. I'm also a big fan of this. Alright. And we move. Alright. This might be a bit of a stretch. Oh, man. A little bit too late. Okay, come on. Okay. Alright. Okay. Woo, okay. Oh, God. Fucking swings. Woo, okay. We should need to two-hand this. Okay. Oh, God, I did not expect him to do that. Sacred treasure, swing and swing. All right. Oh, boy. Where are he at? Woo, okay. Neat. Ah, man, he's so far away. Oh, boy. All right. Oh, boy. Woo! Okay. Ooh, brother. Okay. Ooh, brother. Ah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. Ooh, great. Oh, man. Oh, man. The dragon actually attacked me. I should have seen that one coming. All right. Oh, come on. Woo! Good timing me. Don't kick. Stop your kicking. Uh-oh. Ah, fuck me. I'm really underestimating the King of the Storm here. I'm going for way too many risks. It's hard not to, though. There we go. A little bit of a hit. There we go. 3 hits is what's good there. Oh, we gotta move. There we go. Got him in the head a little. Ooh, nice. Oh god, the dragon. The dragon attacking me first. That's what gets me. Ooh, brother. Cool. Alright. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. I think we're less flasks in than we were prior, but we really gotta fucking make this work. Alright. Nameless King! Nameless King, I will make you remember mine. Alright, you can get a hit in there. Oh, man, he didn't do the backswing. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he went for it. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a stun combo. Oh, he has another one. Oh, he never did that before. Oh, I'm dead. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. He's got to get back in his stance. And then he goes in. There we go. Ooh, we're there. We're there. We're as aware as we can be. Oh man, it's that attack there, the one where he 2 hands. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, a little risky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. We use an ember. I think we have just enough time. Oh yeah, brother. 2-hand it. Oh bro. We're getting so greedy. Oh, he's... Oh, man, that's a tough one. It's a tough one to get away from. Oh, we got the secondary. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, my God. I was not ready for all the lightning. I was not ready for the lightning. I hope you guys are buckled in. This might take a bit. We're rusty. That's the unfortunate thing. I'm sick and rusty. This is not a good combination. It's okay though. We have plans, and we will fucking adhere to them. I promise. It's time. Nut up or shut up. It is what it is. I'm glad that our scythe is doing like a shit ton more damage though. I am super about that. Ooh, it's that King of the Storm phase. It's really doing me in more than I would have thought. Let's actually consume an Ember prior. I think this will help me out a little bit. I mean, if you're gonna use them now. Yeah, we go right away. And we 2-hand for this phase. There we go. Alright, yeah. You gonna jump up? You gonna leave? Oh yeah, right there. Fair enough. Whoa. Oh no. Oh, you motherfucker. You did that immediately. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Got a lot of health in this guy. Oh, for fuck's sake. I couldn't even see it. Whoop. Oh, shoot. This is an awkward place. What the hell? I don't remember him doing that. Oh, boy. Woo! Oh, brother. As long as we're getting a hit in it every time. Ooh. Left yourself in a tricky spot, my boy. Okay. God damn it, man. This is tough. Oh, for fuck's sake. The camera? The camera is my enemy right now. Yeah, okay, 3 hits. We're good. Fire attack, we love. Not this one. Oh, come on. I almost got away. We are losing too much life in this phase. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now he's doing all these wing attacks. Yep, he's doing all this shit that I've never seen. Oh, fuck me. I'm getting way too confident. Oh my god. What an awkward spot to be in. Holy shit. I think I'm gonna die more to the King of the Storm than I am the Nameless King. Nameless King is like, that's a 1v1, that's a battle. I just have to learn the timings. King of the Storm, I just gotta figure out the fucking camera angle. Honestly, locking on is not the way, because then you can't get the head. Oh my god. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I'm just not used to not locking on. That's like not how this game has really gone in the past. Which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, I don't mind it too much. I think we save using an Ember for phase 2 when we get an opportunity. Because he doesn't exactly have long range attacks other than the one that he used prior. So I'd rather conserve what I got. Alright. Maybe it is best to use the crystal magic prior. Just so he doesn't fucking assassinate me. Alright. There we go. Good dodge. There we go. 3 good hits. Now what is he gonna do? Move away? Fair enough. That's the fact that he used lightning magic is so goddamn cool, though. Like, I can't die. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh wow, just a single bolt against me, brother. Alright. Oh god. Come on, get me out of here. It's immediate. It's immediate. God, that one's tough. Yep, gotta remember this third. Ooh, boy. Ooh, okay. Oh, man, you can even get a 4th. Ooh, boy. Okay, okay. We're doing good now. Yeah! Oh, no kicks, please. We move, we move. We were ready that time. First time we haven't gotten hit by the fucking fire attack. Oh, God. Whoa, this will give us a chance. There we go, there we go. I wonder if this will still apply. No, it does not. Oh, yeah. God. Need to go back and use an Ember. Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake. We got too focused on the Ember. It's hard. It's hard to get one in during that phase, but I feel like if we could have gotten an Ember there ready to go, I think we'll be set. With that many flasks? Oh, man. I think I could have just done it, too. I could have just gone for it. Save the Ember for, like, a really, really risky situation in his second phase. Alright. How many deaths do you think we're going to get to today, chat? How many deaths do you think this is going to be? This is a long boss fight, too. Like, I gotta be ready. Oh, shit. Can I get back up? I don't know if I can. I do not think I can get back up to get my souls. Damn it. I know I said I wouldn't care, but Souls has trained me to care immensely. That's okay, whatever. It is what it is. Flasks are definitely the way to go here because the damage is absurd. And we move. Save that for later. Alright. King of the Storm, volume how many? Who knows? Oh yeah, jump around, man. Oh my god, really? Fair enough. Oh no. Remove. Oh, come on! Really? The tail end of it? That's unfortunate. That's as unfortunate as it could have been. Alright. Come on down. Oh, damn it. I always get hit by the fucking dragon, not the spear. I think it's just I'm bad at dodging it. There we go. Whoa! In a good place for this, yeah. There we go. The scythe is good for culling dragons. Ooh, boy. Alright. There we go. Big health to chunks. Chunks removed. There, I had a feeling in my bones. Thank God. I do not want to get hit by that attack again. Alright. Use your lightning. Alright. Remove. Oh god, we lost him. Oh, yay, luck. Luck and good game sense. Whoa! Alright. Just kind of waiting for a third there. Okay, okay, okay. It's good that we're kind of like going for the neck. Oh, yay. Let's get ready for that third phase. Oh, come on. Almost got him. Oh, no. Ah! Sucks. I thought I was ready. Ah, man, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate that we had to use another couple flasks to do this, but we are where we are. Okay, where to go? Oh, man. Ooh, brother. Okay. Ugh. Oh man, that stuns. Oh my brother in Christ, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm thinking too much. I think I'm thinking just way too much. And trying to get past King of the Storm. Oh man, this is a tough one. This has gotta be one of those. Can you believe I got him past half health the first attempt last time? I can barely believe it myself, in all honesty. Crazy. Oh, brother. Okay, didn't do anything. I just did that for catharsis. We have 0 divine blessings and 1 hidden blessing. The hidden blessing will not do too much. Alright. Alright. Let's do what we can. And just be better. Let's just be better. Be fucking better. Alright. Alright. First phase. What's the plan? Okay. Plan to see moves. There we go. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. I thought he was doing the fire attack. Yep, which he is now. Oh, what? Are you joking me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh, brother. I like our damage, though. Ooh, bro. Oh, boy. There we go. A few different attacks. Please let me get away from the fire. Oh, my God. Fucking fire. I hate the fire straight down attack that all the fucking dragons do. There's a problem with the ancient dragon. It's a problem here. There we go. Right timing. We held it. We held our intention. Pick the dragon. Sure. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Just raw damage. Do as much as we can. Oh, it takes out such a good chunk. Well, you know, and so does he. Ooh, boy. Oh, God. Where am I? Oh, not again. Okay, we managed to get away this time. All right. Oh, you motherfucker. Whoa! That hits way closer than you think. One more fire breath and I should be good. Oh, wow. So that's what that attack looks like. Oh, boy. God, almost. There we go. Alright. We're gonna actually do that. Oh, my God. Well, you know what? Fair. We're actually using that as a good opportunity. Oh, my fucking God. Yeah. For the love of God, let me hit the man. Okay. Thank Christ. Now we're good to go. Okay. Holy shit. We used the opportunity. We had the idea. And now I think we can do good. Oh, yeah. All right, Nameless King. Oh, yeah. Gotta remember that attack stuns. Ooh, yeah. Just get our attacks when we can. Oh, yeah. Run back. Oh, my God. I was like, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? And he fucking cooked me. His damage output is crazy. Fucking hell, speared me. I should have rolled to the side, honestly. I don't know if that would have worked with my timing the way that it was, but it may have helped. Instead, I'm like dodge rolling backwards against the stab, which may be putting me in, like, it's still in the line of fire in a way. Unfortunate. God, I hate fighting King of the Storm. I wish I just had to beat him once and then get onto a Nameless King. But it is what it is, right? Alright. Let's try this again. It's just a gauntlet at this point. Nameless King is the fight that I want. But I am cursed to fight this bitch first. He's gonna jump. Nope. No, he's gonna do things. Alright. Ooh, boy. Oh, wow. Whoa! attacks, and then I kicked. Whoa, brother. There we go. 2 good hits. Alright. Ooh, boy. I like how his neck also counts as, like, his head. Run, Matt, run! Oh, he dodges backward? Oh, my God. I know this is a bit close for call. Or a bit close for comfort. Oh, God. I knew that was gonna happen, too. I was not ready. Okay. Ooh, bro. There's the fire. 4 strikes. Maybe could get a 5th in. Yeah, please get away from the fire. Oh, man. That's a tough one to get away from. One more little stretch of attacks. Where are you? Okay. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Ah, wrong timing. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Ooh, or maybe not. Oh, there we go. 10 flasks and a dream, boyos. Oh, King of the Storm down. Okay. Do we Ember? I think we do. We have just a bit of time. Alright, well. Okay, that attack hits 3 times. Time to heal. We're gonna 2-hand this. We're not gonna go for frostbite, we're just gonna go for opportunities. Okay. Oh! Oh! He's using that spear, alright. Oh, I didn't have the stamina. Gotta watch that. A lot of dodging with this fight. Oh, yeah! Now we're really feeling ourselves. Oh, yeah. Drink a little. Dodge a little. Dodge a little. Oh! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Put him on the fucking ground. Try to build up frost. Try to build up frost. Okay. Okay, okay. It's a little delayed. Okay. Okay, okay, we gotta heal, we gotta heal. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that was such a bad time to heal. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Where is he? Okay. 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 Oh, Nameless King. Didn't know that was gonna happen. Okay, we have to dodge this. There we go! Oh, we got us a little. So did we. Tried to dodge. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Was not aware. There we go. Greed. Oh! Fuck me. Oh, the wave of smoke! You gotta be shitting me! Ah! Holy shit, he turned up. Ugh, I didn't. Holy shit, man. I was so locked in, but no. Oh, God, that's a rough one. I'm a jinx. Sorry, Hangin'. I know you're coming in here to watch the good stuff. But, nah, that was not it. That was not it. That run, he was doing things I hadn't seen before, but we learned some valuable information. We learned some valuable info about the lightning strike. And where to dodge in his other lightning strikes. That lightning magic shit is crazy. Holy fucking shit. So, okay. We have our embers for a reason there. We can probably use them at good times, but we can't use them in a way that gets us killed. Also, just hanging, redeemed what happened in D&D this week. I'm glad to tell you as my hands are shaking here and I am recovering. D&D this week was a fun-filled session of research. They did a lot of digging around for information around the town where the people who are under Fire Giant rule live. So they found one of the player characters' dads. Or no, his dad, his singular dad. And they live in his house now, and they questioned him a lot. They found a super weapon that was being designed by the Fire Giants, so now they are trying to find a way into their forge by exploiting a gambling vice of the count who rules the city. So they're going to go to like a big gambling event the next week. So that's kind of what's been going on in D&D this week. A bit little Spark Notesy, but they did a lot. They did a lot of like RP and like history checking stuff. And explaining all that would take a while. It would take a bit. Research, you say? Yeah, no, they were doing some research. They're doing some research. Some very interesting research. Okay, King of the Storm. I'm probably going to die to him in this attempt. Because I am too focused on the Nameless King. Oh god, not like this. Oh wow, actually. We do not want to be attacking the man's feet. Ow. Yeah. I said I was gonna die immediately, and I did. I'm too fucking nervous from the previous attempt. I needed a bit more time than I gave myself credit for. Unfortunate. That's how it is in Souls games, though. You beat the one... You get super far in the boss fight, and you're just, like, ready and raring to go for the next attempt. And then... Or you think you are, but you've really just drained yourself. It's a rough one, but it is what it is. Alright. Let's actually maximize our time here. I'm just gonna do this. Gonna go in. This way we have a bit more magic for later. Only our damage was better. We would have beaten them a lot more. Oh, thank God for the sight's range. Oh, yeah. Whoa! Thank God we have learned this fight a little bit. Oh god. Or we are just learning to roll a lot, which is also helpful. Get away! Thank God the fire did not reach this time. Oh god, that lightning. This is what I'm talking about. That lightning has way more range than anybody thinks it does. Fire! There we go. Big damage. Big damage. There we go. Learned how to dodge that. Oh, brother. Whoa, brother. Yeah, we gotta dodge the side. We're doing good, though. I like the bells ringing. That is pretty cool. Oh. Okay, yeah. You gotta roll into him. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ugh. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good attempt, if I do say so myself. All right, Nameless King. You and me. Okay, don't go for two. Except if it's that. Gotta wait. Oh god, yeah. Oh boy. Oh man, I knew it too. Fucking reactions on this guy. There we go. We're back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God. Oh god, the combo. Oh man. Oh god in heaven. That doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought though. Oh my fucking god. Oh yeah. Oh god. Gotta heal when we heal. Oh god, thank god. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. There we go. Get his ass. Just stick with the two-hand. Get our stamina back a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta run away when that happens. Stay healthy. Oh god. I didn't know if he was gonna do the one attack or not. I think this one. Yep. Brother. Ooh, brother. Okay. Good healing time. Oh, we're greedy. Oh, we were too greedy. Oh no! We were so greedy, we forgot about the... I thought he was doing a different move. Kill me! Oh. I was so close and he hit me with a fucking stun combo. Man, I'm still not good in that phase. I'm still not good at it. Oh, brother. Oh my god. I'm focusing so much. My brain. My stupid dumb brain. Holy shit, man. That's just heartbreaking. For it to happen twice? Heartbreaking. Oh. Hey, okay. Oh. What a fight, though. What a guy. What a god. If the lore is to be believed, that is a literal compliment. Holy shit, man. Alright. Let's see what we did before. Just fucking scythe up and move on in. God, I'm so close to beating him. I know I am. It's just a couple of very small things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Ah! All right. Oh god. I got hit by the fire, are you kidding me? Alright, well we got some damage out of that. From seeing into the boss. Oh god, fire attack again. Alright. Oh boy. Felt that one in my bones. Ow, but not that one. The magic damage we are really getting a good use out of, though. Oh, God, he's really getting into the fire attack. I guess because it hit the one time. There we go. Oh, my God. We got him. Oh, God. Ah, we went a little too far. I didn't think he would do the fire attack 4 times. I really didn't. Ow, for the love of God. Oh, God. There we go. There we go. Get him again. Get him again. Ugh. Now just have to get him before it happens a 3rd time. Yep. It's the wave. I'm glad I can stagger this boss. Two-handed side. Okay, yeah, but we can't stagger him that easily. Oh man, he's so cool. Oh God, he's so cool. Almost unlocked me. Okay. I was like, if there's any time for the Ember, it would be now. Okay. All right. All right. Ooh, his weapon's so cool. Build up that stagger. Okay. Okay. There we go. How I dodged that, I don't know. Okay. Gotta be like hugging him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir! 7 flasks in a dream, boyos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, the reaction. Oh. Okay. Oh, brother. Top off. Patience. That's the key here. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the mind killer! Oh, baby! Praise that goddamn sun! Let's get those Wobras, baby! Fear is the mind killer. Oh man, that was like, what, 5 or 6 attempts? Or actually, no, I have to look back at last VOD to see how many attempts that was. But the funniest part was, it was definitely less attempts on the Nameless King than there were on the King of the Storm, which I find incredibly funny. Holy shit, that was a great fight. I locked in so hard during that phase. I was just like, don't get greedy, stay patient, keep your hand off the controller. For as long as you possibly fucking can in that instance. Holy goddamn. And a cool cutscene. It is done. The Nameless King has been defeated. And his crown must be mine. Soul of the Nameless King. Holy shit. What a battle. What a battle, gents. 80k. Holy shit. Our scythe does so much more damage now. It's like it should have been that way for a long time. Could have really made Gale easier. Okay. Let's see what's over here. I think that's pretty much it then, guys. Oh, a Titanite slab? Oh, thank God. Thank Christ alive. Titanite slab over here. That means we can get another big weapon if we wanted. I was glad that I did not want to switch to the Crow Talons during any portion of that. I was very happy about that. The Crow Talons probably did as much damage as they did because they weren't infused with Raw. Like, my Scythe has been doing subpar damage this whole playthrough. It's almost like a fucking challenge run. Like, Raw Scythe the whole game. I don't know. Really cool, though. What an incredible boss. Holy goddamn shit. I was sweating off my gourd on that one. That and Gale are definitely the two best bosses in this series that I've fought so far. Next to Artorias, holy shit. Dragon Slayer! Ornstein's gear! Oh my god! We have Ornstein's armor? Oh my goodness gracious. You gotta be kidding me. Here, let's actually go into this. We have the big old lion heart helm himself. Okay, yeah, there it is, Dragon Slayer. Golden lion helm associated with Dragon Slayer, Ornstein from the Age of Gods, and imbued with the strength of lightning. In the Dragonless Age, this knight who long guarded the ruined cathedral, left the land in search of the Nameless King. Oh, so he was loyal to the Nameless King. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Also looks cool as fuck. Look at that shit. But yeah, we gotta stay with the name of the Dragon Slayer helm. Dragon Slayer helm is too cool. But yeah, no, like, yeah, Dragon Slayer armor. Actually not bad, comparatively. It actually is good in pretty much every other category except just, like, raw physical. By 0.1? Are you kidding me? And then by 0.2 versus thrust? How much is it? Okay, the big thing is against Dark. Like, it's not that good against Dark, which is Iron Dragon. I'm actually cool with putting this on, as a matter of fact. Gets our weight a little bit down. And, oh my god, yeah, the drip. Oh, yes, sir. We must have good drip around these parts. But yeah, the Dark Gauntlets are still good. Millwood Knight Gauntlets. Iron Dragon Slayer. That's what we've been using. Or actually, we've been using the Black Knight Gauntlets, not the Dragon Slayer Gauntlets. Gundir's Gauntlets are the cool guys. Sorry, guys, we are upgrading our drip right now, but we have defeated the Nameless King. And, holy shit, I am still, like, shaking a little bit. Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Honestly, not that bad comparatively. Actually, it is versus Strike is 0.3. Yeah, no, that's a little bit worse. And of course, versus Dark. Golden Lion Gauntlets associated with the Dragon Slayer. How awesome. And then there's the Dragon Slayer leggings. Honestly, we're good right now. We don't really need to switch into too much. But really, really cool shit. And I like this a little bit more. Like, this actually kind of slaps. Golden armor. Crazy looking leggings, too. I think the leggings are... What are my leggings that I'm wearing again? The Black Knight? Yeah, we're wearing the Black Knight leggings. We could actually probably put something on that's a little heavier. Because of the weight drop that we had in the previous armor set. By putting on the Dragon Slayer stuff. The Winged Knight? Nah, the Winged Knights are really, really big. We could put on the Iron Dragon Slayer leggings, which are pretty much better in every category, but they're just a tad too heavy. I want to finish this game strong, you know? I don't care if it looks a little goofy. It's mine. I wonder if his weapon is over there. I wonder if this is Ornstein's big old spear. Dragon Slayer Spear! Hell yeah, brother! Cool. The lightning-imbued spear of a different age, I suppose. Oh, there's also more secrets down here. Cool. We'll have to look around. I guess this was an area you could explore a little bit beforehand, before fighting the Nameless King. There it is. Oh, we've gone back full circle. Okay, this is an area I think we've already explored then. Yeah, because we had to go that way to get over here. Okay, it all circles back around. Okay, got it. Alright then, I think that's the whole area. Okay, chat, in that case, let's go back and level up one last time. Switch our gear a little bit. We have Ornstein's fucking shit now. Yeah, let's see if we can get any cool armor from the Nameless King. If we can get like his leggings or something like that, that'd be really cool. See if we can finish the game with the strongest drip known to man. Transpose. Let's see what boss weapons he had. Because those are probably really cool too. But yeah, we're only about an hour and a half in. We are making great time. Okay. Too bad I can't talk to this guy anymore. He was chill. Old Moonlight. Soul of Dark Eater Midir. Conceive Moonlight Greatsword. And attack. I feel like that's something we should get here towards the end of the game. I forgot we didn't check Midir's stuff either. I don't think. Yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't. Greatsword Judgment. Yeah, that's all that. Look at all of these cool fucking items. I love these legendary weapons. Yeah, like the Demon Scar. Storm Curved Sword. Hell yeah. Soul of the Nameless King. Curved sword imbued with the strength of the Storm Drake. The Nameless King, ally of the ancient dragons, fought beside the Storm Drake in countless battles. When the great beast fell, the king claimed his soul, as was the custom in the Age of the Gods. Wrath of Storm in a spinning motion. Oh my god, the Storm Curved Sword. Pretty goddamn cool. Big dex weapon, too. Might actually be worth getting. The Dragon Slayer Sword Spear. Holy goddamn. The Nameless King, deific hunter of dragons. And then you can summon the lightning bolt. Alright. I see. I get it. So I get the... Ooh, these are both dex-related weapons that scale, but this one scales a little bit with faith, too, which is unfortunate. This one is just pure dexterity. Storm Curved Sword. Do we get this one? I don't think it does any more damage than anything else, but we could upgrade it with the scale stuff we have. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, the fact that these all use faith is, like, kind of weak, but yeah, not too bad, though. Yeah, the Dancer's Blades scale off of everything. Yeah, why not? We have the souls. Might as well. We're pretty much as maxed out as we are going to be. Could we replace the Ethereal Straight Sword with the Storm King Curved Sword? It's a little bit heavier, but actually with our stats now we can wield it. Oh, look at that! Oh, it does pretty much the same deal. And then, yaw! Yeah, look at all that. Little stormy. Big swings. And then in the two-hand, it's got a block. All right. Let's actually... I don't mind upgrading this a little bit. Let's redistribute our stats just a tad. And then see if we can upgrade this. Let's see. Reinforce the Storm Blade. Granted, we've used the Ethereal Straight Sword for a majority of this run. I just want to kind of see what upgrading this fully with Titanite scales will do. Then we have a slab. We could put this at +5. This actually does a fuck ton of damage. Holy shit. You know what? Yeah. Why not? Storm Ruler's Sword. It doesn't do frostbite, but it does do fucking damage. And I do like damage. And then the Ethereal Sword is actually just a little bit better in terms of damage. That's really interesting. I'm glad to have it, though. I like it. It's a cool weapon. The Sword Spear is certainly, I think, cooler as an overall thing, but you gotta really dedicate yourself to that fucking weapon. That's like a run. That's like a full run type weapon. You know what I mean? All right. Do we have the Storm? Do we have some armor of the old King of the Nameless? We do. The Golden Crown. Oh, chat. Crown of a Nameless King. Ally of the Ancient Dragons. Oh my gosh. Well, we need that. We just fucking need that. Dragon Scale armor. Yep, this was his armor set. I might as well just buy it, honestly. Dragon Scale waistcloth and the golden bracelets. We're buying the full armor set. The Nameless King had drip unrivaled. And he was a dex user. He was like me. He was just like me, for real. Now, what does this crown look like upon my head? It is not something we're going to wear because I honestly think the Dragon Slayer helm is better, but I do want to see it on my face. Oh, a luscious mane! A crown befit for a king! The king! Alright. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Honestly, do like this better. Obviously, the stats are way better, except against magic and fire. But we might be able to actually use some of the armor for a different purpose. Because I think if they're any better than the... Okay, they are not any better. They are designed for dex using. I understand. Okay, we're good then. It's fun to have, though. Let's actually, we have so many souls, and I don't want to, like, put them to waste. So let's buy out the rest of these embers. Buy out the rest of the embers, and then we'll buy a cool cosmetic item that we haven't gotten to use just yet. Actually, we might be able to find some leggings here that might work. Ones from a previous boss, like Gundyr. Ooh, Gundyr's not a bad idea. We only have enough for the one, so let's make our choice carefully. The dancer. We already have the dancer's leggings. The Faran? Yeah, those are more like beginning games still. Let's go down here. Yeah, those are fucking heavy. Let's check out... I mean, let's get Gundyr's, just to have them. Just to have them.
Ashen one.
Okay, let's see if we can put on Gundyr's legs. Be cool if it was his, like, literal legs. Gundyr's leggings. They're actually really good, but unfortunately, not quite what we're looking for. They would be something I'd put on immediately, though. They increase our poise by a lot, which would help. Gundyr, definitely the Chad among Chads. But it would put, as you can see, it would probably put us into medium rolling territory. Yeah. Can't have that. Can't have that. Alright, Black Knight leggings, you're back in business. Honestly, this still looks really cool. I didn't like it when you're in the lighting and you can see the gold and silver mismatch, but when you're not doing that, it's actually pretty nice. Alright, chat. Is there any stone left unturned? Where the fuck is Grey Rat? Where's my boy? I need to know. I need to know if there's anything left to do in this game. This is where I'm breaking the blind. I need to know if there's anything left to do, or if this is our time to go to the fucking end of all things. For the record, we are going to go over to where Champion Gundyr was, because past Champion Gundyr is the alternate Firelink Shrine. And we want to check that out and see if there's anything left there. Honestly, I should have saved my souls for a bit, but it's all good. But yeah, chat, if there's any quest lines that I've missed out on that I could still get to at this point in the game that I haven't locked myself out of, let me know. And we'll see what we can do. I want to leave no stone unturned, just like I did with the one Abyss Watcher Knight who came through, or the guy with the Abyss Watcher set that came through. Black Knights, they do not appreciate my company. Yep. Oh god, I do so much damage to him now. I defeated the Nameless King, bucko. You got nothing on me. Look at that fucking frost buildup. Lovely. Alright. But yeah, in here was somewhere that we had not really checked out. All quiet on this front. This is definitely like an alternate version. I don't know if it's like alternate history.
What can?
Yep. But then, yep, Artorias' set, which I think we cleared. We got all except the gloves, I think it was. Yep. And then the Priestess Ring to increase faith. Cool. Let's clear her out of embers. I think that's a good thing to do. And then Andre, not here. I think we found a soul there, and it made me really upset. But yeah, I don't remember if there was anything else down here that we explored, or if we were just here for a very brief amount of time. Oh god, really? Oh. Eyes of a Firekeeper. Oh, is this the Firekeeper? We're in the same clothes, I think. That's interesting. A little disturbing, too. Implies that they just kind of fucking died. Alright. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I hear somebody. Somebody is back here. Any other secret walls I should know about? Yeah, I hear somebody. That's interesting. I can hear somebody on the outside. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I promise I'm not crazy. Where the hell is Grey Rat? I don't know where the fuck he is. Oh, this is the Black Knight that was on the other ledge. He's just being drawn to me from the wall, from like outside the walls, his AI's picking me up. I think that's what it is. I'll have to check though. So over here, and that leads down to where we just were. Interesting though. I mean, like, we never really explored this location to any like degree. We just kind of were in here and we're like, oh, it's fire, and then left. But to be fair, it's not really like much of Firelink. It is very different indeed. Not in a good way either. It is just, there's not like a lot to it. Not like any people around or doing anything. Yeah, I think we went out this way and we got like an item or two. Yeah, I went up kind of this way, so if we could get into the tower. And that was locked off. Yeah. Alright. Don't mind me then. Okay. Yeah, and that led to instant death. As one does. Interesting. Yep, nothing through there. Let's be a charmer. Interesting. Cool. Lot going on there. Okay, chat. I don't know if there's anything more left to explore. Let's get back to Gundir's little thing. I want to explore a couple different areas. I think there was an NPC that I missed back in the dredge area. To be fair, there are a lot of things you can miss in the dredge area by, you know, simply it being the dredge area. A very nasty location. But it is what it is. Alrighty then. Let's move to the side. And see where that dredge area. Let's see. Nameless King, we obviously did all that. Oh my god, man, it still feels good. That fight, I think, challenged me mentally very, very much. Like, if you're going just from the mental, it was really, really tough, in my opinion. Interesting, though. Okay. I also didn't explore the profane capital that much. Granted, there wasn't too much there. But it is what it is. Sorry. I know there's an NPC around this area, but I'm not sure where. Because we didn't really meet anybody around these spots. I'm not a big expert on what is here and what isn't. So, Chad, if there is nothing here and I missed it, then it is what it is. Like, I get that. I do indeed get that. Let's travel back to the main Dreadheim and see if we can talk to the one lady. Because remember, there was that one person looking out over everything before we fell onto the ash. Yeah, remember her? I remember her. She's dead? Old woman's ashes. Oh, no. Well, that's not good. What the fuck? Yeah, I can hear you. Whatever. I'm dealing with something here, okay? Was it... God, are they going to keep it in here? Are they going to keep it somewhere else? Yeah. Prepares new items. Old woman's ashes. Huh. That's strange. I don't like that she died. It's kind of whack. Huh. 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 Well, it is what it is, I guess. Holy shit. Alright, Ashen 1 stuff. Let's give some ash.
Gracious. And almost as if it had lived mere moments ago. Oh, I'm sure an Ashen One would never indulge such base contrivances.
I do not. I did not kill her. I did not. Okay, what's new? Okay. I don't see anything super duper new. Might be the resins. The resins definitely seem a little new. Or the Rime Blue Moss Clumps, but I don't think so. Let's see. Also, she sells, like, infinite Titanite scales, I think, now. Which is cool. Allows me to upgrade weapons. Scimitar. I don't think it was anything super big. I don't recognize it. Split leaf great sword. Interesting. I don't think that was it, but could have been. It definitely could have been. Carla's stuff we already knew. Ordained dress, ordained hood. Yeah, that was all. This was all known. This was all stuff we already were about, including Smo's gear, which is there. It's certainly there. I don't know what new stuff we got from that. Might have been just the resins. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. That's something that like it get lost in the sea of stuff.
Knowest thou that cordial and so that then thy pocket?
Gotcha. Nothing to talk to you about. What about you?
Ashen one for the Lord Link.
Got it. Oh, give eyes of a firekeeper. Cool. Oh yeah, we can give these to her.
Ashen one.
Mm-hmm.
Are these?
Yeah.
Are these eyes?
Yeah, I found them off of a body that looks suspiciously like you.
The very things we firekeepers have been missing.
Oh, you are blind. You have no eyeballs. Cool.
Ashen one, my thanks for the eyes thou'st given.
Okay. You know what? Fair.
Firekeepers are not meant to have eyes.
Hey, fuck the
It is
rules.
forbidden.
Get those eyes. See.
These will reveal
See my
to you
drip.
a sliver of light,
Mm-hmm.
full images of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
A world without fire.
Mm-hmm.
Ashen one, is this truly thy wish?
Wish for a world without flame. This is actually big, guys. Because for those of you who've been through the journey, Dark Souls 1, we relinked the fire. We did all that. But we figured out later that there was an alternate ending of the dark, which is essentially mankind taking matters into their own hands instead of letting this legacy last. Dark Souls 2 was similar. Like, we were repeating a cycle and dying for that cause. We chose to walk out of that, thanks to Aldia's advice in Scholar of the First Sin. And now in Dark Souls 3, Ashen, like, peoples of cinders, like, people who failed to link the fire, are rising up to try and restart the fire in these desperate gambits. I honestly don't think a world with fire is one that's necessary any longer. They're clinging onto old ashes. I mean, look at what happened to Gale. Reduced to a cannibalistic madman out in the end of the world because he was looking for the dark soul and everything it stood for. And same with like Lothric and Lorien and Yorm and all the lords of Cinder that we hunted down. They've been driven to this absolute insanity. Just for me to link the fire and raise their souls back up for it to some poor soul to go through the cycle again, just for this? I mean, I'm about the cycle of my characters in like D&D and stuff. Are all about the cycles of life and death.
Of course.
I will wish for a world without flame.
I serve thee, and will do as thou bidst.
Mm-hmm.
This will be our private affair.
Gotcha.
No one else may know of this.
Gotcha.
Stay thy path.
Mm-hmm.
Find lords to link the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I will blindly tend to the flame.
Yep.
Until the day of thy grand betrayal. Ashen one,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
forgive me if this soundeth strange.
Yeah?
The eyes show a world without fire. A vast stretch of darkness.
It is what it is.
But 'tis different to what is seen when stripped of vision.
Yeah?
In the far distance,
Oh,
the
hope.
presence of tiny flames.
There's some hope
like
there.
precious embers left to us by past lords.
Okay.
Members of the fire. Could this be what draws me to this strangely enticing darkness?
Strangely enticing.
Ashen
Very true.
one, if thine heart should bend,
This is some cool dialogue.
kill me and strip these eyes from my person.
Kill her?
I will return as the firekeeper I once was. As it has always been. Ashen one, if kill me, I will return as it is. Mayst thou,
Interesting.
Ashen one, if when thou wishest yet for a world, then call upon me. I am a firekeeper, thou hast given me eyes.
Okay.
Mayst thou thy peace discover.
Alright. I guess we are finding the peace. It's good that we gave her those eyes, though. That seems like an alternate ending. And I fuck with that. Fuck with alternate endings. Okay, let's see if any of these people have anything left to tell me, talk with me about. And then we're gonna go to the kiln of the first flame.
What needs?
My man.
Another matter. Infusing with my, I know, it's all political.
A lot of our Estes one last time. I think, let's do this, yeah. 11 and 2, what we've done in the past. Anything needs to be repaired? I don't think so. I think we're good with everything that we're doing. We don't have any Estes shards left. We're at +9. And we get a... I don't know where the +10 would be. I think we're cool without it. We don't need it. We've been pretty golden up till this point.
There I am.
Okay, anything else, man?
He'd fear the home of pyromancy, undoubtedly. But
Yep.
who's to say
Itzolith, yep. Yep.
be gone for
And you, man? Anything?
Again, perfect timing. I don't mean to see an exchange in the form I hope you're...
I do not break promises. And then there was the one lady who did miracles. She was dead over here, which is making me think that it was her eyes.
Oh, champion, do you wish to hear a tale? You know, in my home of... I would be pleased to share, although to be honest, but if I had a divine... Oh, terribly sorry.
Unfortunately, we do not have any tomes in Braille. Even though you have a lot of good miracles, I will admit. But
Godspeed.
alright, Godspeed to us. Alright, guys, I think I'm ready. We've exhausted things. I am just going to be wondering where the fuck Grey Rat left me for the rest of my life. I do not know what happened to him. And I don't think at this point that we're going to find out. Alright. The Lords of Cinder have been called upon. We've defeated, I think, every single optional boss. It's time. The Flameless Shrine for the killing of the first flame. Let's finish this game up. Let's finish Dark Souls 3. Okay. I don't know if this is like a big area or if it's just a single boss. We'll have to see, though. This could be very interesting. Let's do some final exploration. Alright. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that is definitely the way to go. Yeah, everything is just collapsed. Even Yorm's chair. Holy shit. Tonight is a good night for beating games. Should be beating Midnight Suns tonight. Hell. Good for you, E12. Good for you. Love that. Love to hear that. Alright. Let's move. Oh, excuse me. A bit of hiccups. Oh, God. Chad, I am very ready. Oh, God. These hiccups. Well, that was a short walk. Oh, God. Never mind. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. 1 second. Oh, fucking hiccups. Oh. Sorry, my... Freaking hiccups, oh my god. What are all these bonfires doing everywhere? Travel to the Dreg Heap. Oh! Light bonfire. Alright, wow. And there was traveling to the Dreg Heap as well. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, chat. I will be right back. I gotta get off these hiccups, and I'm also gonna take just a quick 5. I'll be right back. You guys ready to beat the fucking game? It's also incredibly interesting that you could just travel to the DLC from here to get to the drag heap. I'm actually gonna see where if this like gets you to the same area or if it transports you anywhere else. That'd be very interesting. This probably just transports you straight to the first bonfire in the drag heap. Yep. Yep. Transport you here. Also, I don't know who the hell is moaning. Or that's just what this area sounds like. Oh, no, it's yeah. Good to know. And then it transports you here, and there you go. Yep. Alright, let's go back to where we were. Away from that. Killing on the first flame. Let's move. Alright. That's interesting, though. Yeah, that just gets you straight into the... Not even the, Ariandel DLC. It gets you straight to the Slave Knight DLC, so you can just kind of do it in whatever order that you want. That's super interesting to me. I like that. Alright. Where on earth are we? Oh, we are at the end of the drag heap. I see. Holy fucking shit, killing the first flame. There has been a lot of fucking things happening. That is a lot of buildings. And a tree. Leading to a courtyard? Maybe? Alright, guys. We have our Sorcerer Mage build. Oh, the Bleeding Sun. Oh, it's casting a big old light. And there's a single figure waiting for us in a field of flowers? Oh, no. And ash and cliff edges and a bunch of fucking swords, I think. Yeah, no, those are swords. Holy shit. Okay. What do we think, chat? This is a fucking final boss arena if I've ever seen it. Okay. Who are you? Let's do what we can. Oh, he's up and about. Oh, boy. Soul of Cinder. Okay. Oh, my God. Not great. Yeah. Okay, damage, not much. Oh, God. He do damage. He do damage. Soul Spear. Okay. Soul Spear. Okay. He hurt. He hurt. Oh, God. That fucking delay. Holy shit. Okay. Very big delay. Holy shit. Big great sword. He's using a giant. That is literally the thing we took out of the Eunuch's Godnir's heart. He's wielding the sword that you put in the bonfire. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, Soul of Cinder. Oh my God, his crown is cool. Oh, okay. And now he's using a different weapon. He's using sorcery. He's just like me for real. Oh my God. Okay. He's got a little bit of everything. Oh God. Oh, he's using Soul Greatsword. Oh! Ow! Holy shit. Well, 2 can play the sorcery game. Okay, he switched weapons again. 2 can play this game, bitch. Ooh, brother. Okay. Oh, he's pyromancy now. He's got a curved sword. He's using, like, fireball. And flips and shit? He's flipping and dipping? Oh, he's using power within. Oh, my God. He's using the thing that buffs you. All right. Okay. Fires. Fire and heat hot. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. I'm gonna flip back. He's got a lot of goddamn health. All right, what's he got now? Is he back to sorcery? No, that's a fucking giant claymore. He was just using one-handed before. Can I backstab him? It'd be really cool if I could. Okay, if I can, I'm not doing it right. Big arena, though. No, he just has every weapon type. Oh, he's back to sorcery. Back to sorcery. Oh, God. Fuck, that spell's big. We'll fight him. We'll fight him duel. We'll duel. Oh, he's got Soul Spear. So do I, bitch. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh, God. We're trading Soul Spears. All right, what you got now? I think he's Pyromancy again. Oh, God. Yeah, he's Pyromancy again. Ooh, Pyromancy Dex build? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's so hard to learn his patterns. Oh, Power Within. Not good. I don't know if that makes his poise better, but it definitely hurts. All right, what's he got now? Big spear. Yeah, no, it looks like a spear. Looks like a spear and hurts like a spear. Probably a spear. Yeah, no, definitely got that time. It's hard to predict. Okay, okay. This is definitely the final boss, all right. He's using every build in the game simultaneously. Well, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. It looks like a cool guy. All right, definitely the magic is actually kind of worth because we can trade magic attacks, and that is pretty good. Great magic weapon, still very good for this. Okay, fog wall now. All right. It's always the first time that's a little weird. All right, let's keep this going. Use our magic. See if we can use this magic from a distance. Lock on. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait until he switches forms, and then we attack with magic. Oh, yeah, there we go. What's the play now? I think that's a spear. Yeah, it is. Spear's good at long range. So am I. Woo! Yeah, we just have no stamina left. I have to take those. The bright side is we don't, like, take too much damage. Oh, he's down! I didn't realize we had gotten him down. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Is he healing? I didn't think he was healing, but it was a big AoE. I was using a faith build. He is healing! That son of a bitch! Okay, Pyromancy. This we can deal with. This is good to deal with from long range. Our whole build's battering. Until he tries to fireball. Oh, he's using Poison Mist. Okay. That's like his version of Pestilent Mist. We gotta be ready for anything. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we attack. Power Within. Ooh, he did Power Within and then Stance Switch. Okay, Greed. Okay. Okay, drink. The long drawn-out battle. What are the chances that he has fucking phase 2? We got him during the sand. Oh, this is good. We actually should take him out with this. Before he can use 2 minutes magic. Okay. Okay. Oh, the Soul Greatsword. That's the one we don't want him to get back and use. Alright. Okay, those soul masses are gonna go. Yeah, we got them though. Okay. Oh, they re-upped. They re-upped. Ooh, if that one would have hit us, we would have been so toast. But we're doing good. We're doing good, actually. Oh, man. He's got him set up. Oh, I didn't think he had a 3-piece. His combos aren't long, but his damage is very big. Alright, big weapon now. Spear. Okay, we cannot backstab him. Confirmed. Oh, God. Sidestep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Faith. Oh, he just has Faith magic. Good thing we rolled a second time. Oh, God, yeah. That spear gives him a lot. There we go! Yeah! Oh, he's down. Well, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, God. Big flame. Oh. Okay. Oh, Gwyn's theme! He's Gwyn! You motherfucker! I know what you do! Oh, yeah. Oh, this takes me back. Oh, yeah, that's definitely Gwyn. I recognize that bastard's moveset anywhere. Question is, how do I fucking beat it? Oh, my God. He's more aggressive than Gwyn ever was. Does he switch forms? Or... Okay, okay. Gwyn Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. How many deaths will it take, chat? We're thankfully, I don't think we're gonna get to 500, unless I am really bad. I want to use every part of my build for this run, so let's see if we have any other magic that works. Okay. Pestilent Mist definitely ain't doing it here. We don't need any more shield stuff. We could use Frozen Weapon instead of the Crystal, because if it's Gwyn, he definitely has a resistance to magic, so we just double up on Frost. That's actually not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. This is the attack he's probably using, by the way. Soul Stream. He's using that in his fucking other form. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead then and place Petulant Mist with Frozen Weapon. I think that's fine. Okay. I also think our flasks are okay for right now, but it is 2 phases, so we might have to change that. What a good boss run, though. Just right up to him. No pretense and no nothing. We move. Alright. All in on Frost. Okay, then. Frosty time. We're just like Frida. Better. Let's get that Frostbite build up so we can tank through phase 1. Yeah, now we're just doing all Frost. Oh god, he has more delay than some of the fucking Nameless King. Oh, Christ. Oh god, I don't know what his attack patterns are just yet. Well, it's hard to tell because he just changes them so often. Oh boy. Oh god. Tough one. And he has 2 full health bars, by the way. Sorcery. Woo! He's a better sorcerer than I've been because he can do that. Oh god. Oh, I dodged, but it was not. I'm getting out of that. Woo! Pyromancy. God, he's tough. This is a tough final boss. I guess I'm used to Gwyn and the Sandra being as fucking chumps. Holy shit. Honestly, prefer the other forms to this one. Oh god. Well, then my scythe no longer has that. Ooh, still got hit. We're really being dismal about this. Let's try and see if we can use an Ember when he goes into his second phase. He has that big attack. That should help. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Get his ass! Okay, didn't know if I could go for a visceral attack there. Whatever it's called, the big close range. I heard it called visceral and bloodborne, so that's what I'm calling it. Drink! Thank God that lasts for so long. Oh boy! Pyromancy again. There's the poison mist. Okay. This actually is good. Pyromancy versus sorcery means I win in that regard. Okay. That's why we have the flasks. As long as he stays in pyromancy, I'm in a good way. Sorcery. Okay, well, you spoke too soon. Just get him. Oh, oh, he had 3. 1, 2, 3. We gotta be ready to use that Ember. There we go. Now we use the Ember. We're both buff. Now it's Gwyn. Here, we gotta wait. Yeah, he did that last time. I'm so glad I figured out. And then he stabs that fucking thing into the ground. All right, Gwyn. Oh, he's doing Gwyn scrap. No, he did it twice. I hate you, you son of a bitch. Ah, it doesn't do that much. Okay, cool. The music is so good, though. The flames. I gotta be careful. Gwyn was always very tough to even heal against. Alright. You're not the only one. I'll take that trade. Question is, will you? Uh-oh. Don't think I don't know. Oh my fucking God! Ooh, and he can put it to the ground based on my location. The music, it's pumping me up. Okay, do it twice. I just fought the Nameless King. That shit's weak compared to him. Oh, luck. We take luck. Remember, chat. Fear is the mind killer. He's throwing it up. We remembered. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot of health left. Oh, that first hit puts me into the combo. Oh my God. We don't have any embers left. We just have to dodge. Well, we did not dodge. I was like, oh no. The fighting game tactic of just grab. Twice in a row. We're so close to winning. That is the end of the game right there. We are literally at the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. So, magic is good, but I don't think we need anything more than one potion flask. So let's actually go back to the Firelink Shrine. And, allot our flasks one last time. It's been 2 hours. We're looking pretty good on time. We still have a full 2 hours left to finish the game, I think. But it's gonna be tough. This is the hardest final boss they've had so far. I don't even think he's harder than a lot of like other bosses in the game because he takes a lot of damage.
Be careful.
Okay. I think we frozen. Do we frozen blade or crystal? I honestly think crystal magic weapon is still the way to go because I think the magic damage is just higher because of the crystal. Frozen frostbite buildup. It looks like he's somewhat resistant, and that's probably That's probably unsurprising given the fact that he is on fire. Yeah, But we can still use Soul Spear against him when he goes into Pyromancy mode. I feel like that's a really good opportunity to get some range damage. Let's utilize this build to the fucking fullest. For now, we should start two-handed with the Scythe. Similar how we did against King of the Storm. Just try and get as much damage on his base form as humanly possible. The theme is great. I think the theme is awesome. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Quick stabs. Quick stabs. Alright, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Again. Oh, yeah. This is honestly his most challenging form for me. I don't know why. He's just fast. Oh, yeah, and the dodging. Woo. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I think you just gotta keep your distance. There we go. Pyromancy. That's what we were talking about. Okay. Okay, well, this shit didn't get in our way. Poison Mist? Easy. Ooh. Well, the poison. It's building up. Figures. Oh, and he's switching stances! Oh, God. Soul Spear. I didn't realize he was in full sorcery stance. Ah, that one always gets me. Well, until now. Woo! Oh, God. He did it again. Oh, spear form. Oh, God, not good. Thankfully, we know when to heal. Oh, man, the way he adjusts. Oh, man, I keep thinking I can beat him in this. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got greedy. I got so greedy. That's on me. I got too greedy there because I was conserving my flasks to use an Ember going into the next phase. Since he uses all that time going into the next phase, that I have so much time for an Ember. But I'm glad that we're doing the one flask strat. I think that that's actually a good idea right now. One flask and Soul Spear is pretty good. It gets good damage. It takes out like a quarter of his health because of how high our intelligence is. Like, this is another reason that this build is as good as it is. I like the intelligence dex build. I think that it's been so much fun using it. All right, two-hand. Two-hand as we sprint at each other from across the battlefield. Okay, one hit. We gotta put our greed out. Oh my God. So much delay. What the fuck? I'm telling you, this form is the worst one. Unless I keep my distance. Back during this form. Okay. Okay, what you got? Oh, he's in mage form. Okay. Hell yeah. And that got rid of the things. Hell yeah. I'm starting to learn. We're the masters of mages around here. Alright, spear form. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Only need to roll once there. And at the right time... Oh, yes, sir. Pyromancy. Good opportunity there. All right. Oh, yeah. It's a tough one. Still in his pyromancy form. That's good for us. Ooh, boy. Wrong idea. Oh, God. I don't want to die again. Not on the same... Not this time. Oh, yeah. I had a feeling. All right. Get our stuff back. Oh, yeah. And then we move. Yeah, I'm not getting close to that. One time I'm getting close to it is now. Oh, fucking Gwyn. Oh, God. We weren't having a shield, so that doesn't work. Oh. He's gonna grab again. Oh, never mind. He's losing the grab strat. He's losing faith in it. Ow. Ow! Stop kicking me. Not once have you hit me with that, Gwyn. I'm calling you by your name. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Real recognizes real. The Age of Fire is over. The Age of Gods diminished. And you are dust. You're dust! You're done. You cannot obey fate. There's only one king in these lands, and it is me. The soul of the lords. And with that, we have done what we have needed to do. 100,000 souls. And the killing of the first flame. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I believe, chat, that is the final Wobra in the main Dark Souls trilogy. Now, you may be wondering, where am I going? Well, I have defeated this boss. Therefore, I should spend money on doing something. I honestly don't know. Chat, let me know now. If leaving to the Firelink Shrine now, does that reconstitute the boss fight, or do I just come back whenever? I honestly do not know. I'm going to try. I'm going to test it out. Pray for me. I think that's good. We have the Soul of the Lord, which we're actually going to inspect now that we have time. Let's actually inspect both the Soul of him and the Nameless King, because they were both hella interesting. Soul of the Lords. One of twisted souls, seeped in strength, used to acquire numerous souls. Since Lord Gwyn, the first Lord of Cinder, many exalted lords have linked the first flame, and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves as a defender of flame. Almost like we were fighting ourselves from an old time. Oh yeah, we never got a chance to read Nameless King's soul, because we changed it over for the one curved weapon. Okay, let's travel back and spend this on... I don't know, do we just level up now? Or I want to see what the Soul of Lords can get us, in all honesty. Okay. We've defeated the fucking Soul of Cinder. I think we're just done. I think we beat the game. What a boss, by the way. Fucking Gwyn again? Oh, man. Yeah, where's our boss bot? Where's the boss soul, man? And I guess we'll level up just for posterity's sake. Okay. What do we get from you? Old Demon King. Seething Chaos. Yeah, that was all Demon Prince stuff. Oh, yeah. Sunlight Spear. Oh, the big Gwyn attack. Ultimate Faith weapon, I suppose. Oh, and then the, yeah, Soul of the Fury. Lightning Storm. I didn't even check the spells that we could have gotten. The Fire Link Greatsword. We can actually get the sword from every bonfire. You know what? That's pretty cool. That's not bad at all. A way to finish things off for the series. I understand. All right, let's get some level up and be on our merry way.
Ashen, if thou wishest yet, then call. I am of thou hast given.
Okay.
Very
We
well.
level up.
Then take.
This is completely unnecessary, but it's something to get rid of the souls, so at least they have done something. We started this with an intelligence build, and them getting both the same level feels right to me.
Make
All right.
thou thy peace.
Thou peace discovereth. Do we get anything from her?
Ah,
Any boss-related items from you? From the Soul of Cinder? Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like he had like an armor set or anything. Interesting. Well, I'm just gonna do some fucking spring cleaning in case I do New Game Plus on my own time. Honestly, this game is so good. I might on my own time. Alright, let's travel back. Let's end this. Okay. Now, it looks like we have an option to either go up to the main bonfire there, or use the summon sign. But the point is, we have killed the Soul of Cinder, and a hell of a battle that. Holy shit. Chat, who was here? Who was here when Matt beat Dark Souls 3? Oh, man. What a fucking fun, action-packed session today has been. And we're almost done. It's not even that late. Okay. Summon Firekeeper. Link the first flame. Alright. We had that talk before. About all of the different... We had a talk before about all of the different things that we've done in these games and everything that we have experienced. And with the linking of the first flame, it's just the cycle repeats itself once again. We're trying to hold on to these ashes. We become the Soul of Cinder at that point, because it's from people who have linked the fire in the past. We're basically keeping the kingdom living on a thread, instead of seeing what could be beyond, which these eyes apparently see a darkness with some hope, some new fire, like a new fire that could be different. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon the Firekeeper. Let's go ahead. Alright, guys. Say goodbye to Dark Souls 3. Come on, Firekeeper. Come on, Firekeeper. And she has been summoned to our side. Cool. It's been a hell of a ride. Hell yeah, and I really appreciate everybody being here. Dark Souls is dead. Whoa, bruh. Whoa, bruh, baby. We've defeated Dark Souls 3. This is the end of the game, right? There's no hidden boss that I should know about. I don't have to fight the Firekeeper. Okay. Well, looks like she's gonna just be here. This is the first flame. I've allowed her to see it. But let's do our little betrayal, as she called it. Yeah, I guess we can kind of just take the flame and do our own thing instead. The last of the... Oh, the world's getting dark. The world is getting dark. Alright. It is what it is.
The first flame quickly fades.
That it does. Let's welcome in a new age.
Darkness will shortly settle.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh, look at the ethereal straight sword. Oh, it's doing good. Mm-hmm. That it will. A little
But
prolonged
one
here.
day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness.
Yes. Mm-hmm. The cycle will continue, but for the time
Black
being,
embers linked by Lord's pass.
it is what it is, you know? We're starting a new age and letting people think for their own. Instead of this cycle with all the same Lords of Cinder doing their thing. But maybe this is the start of, like, different eras, like, different timelines, Bloodborne and all that. Oh, I can move my camera. Hell yeah. Woo! We've done it! I wonder if I could have killed her. She did say
Ashen One,
she could.
hearest thou my voice still?
Hell yeah. Let's live in the darkness. The end of fire. Reach the end of fire ending. Okay, that was one of several. Okay, Dark Souls 3. Holy shit. What can I say about this game that I haven't already during our playthrough? This has been... It's one of them ones. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Whereas Dark Souls 1 was so punishing, so challenging, and Dark Souls 2 had a lot of, like, it had a lot of good, and it had a lot of bad. Like, really high highs, really low lows in Dark Souls 2. This one was, I think, a game that was more made for me personally, like, as a person who plays games. The areas themselves and the basic enemies in those games some of them weren't great. Like, the areas I don't think were as memorable as Dark Souls 2. Like, there wasn't an area that stood out to me as much as, like, Majula or Hyde's Tower of Flame or some of, like, the other, like, big areas, like, really impacted you. But the bosses, oh my fucking god, the bosses. We really hit the boss stride going into the DLC. But I think even the base game bosses, there wasn't one that missed. The Abyss Watchers, the frickin' Lorien and Lothric, Twin Princes, that was super awesome. The Dragon Slayer armor, fucking amazing. And some other, like, big boss, like, optional bosses, like the fucking Nameless King. Oh my god, the Nameless King. Nameless King was so goddamn good. Sorry, I'm turning down the volume. But no, yeah, the Nameless King was crazy good. Here, let's have a discussion. Let's discuss this. Yeah, no, like, the Nameless King. What? That's an all-timer. That boss will stick with me for a long time. There's so much that I want to talk about with this game because it addressed pretty much every problem I had with the Dark Souls series going into 2 from Dark Souls 1 and then going from 2 to this. Combat felt weightier. All the strikes against people, there was more stagger effects, the enemies were more animated. It didn't feel like as stagnant as Dark Souls 2 did. And Dark Souls 1 was janky, and like, that's how it is. It's an older game, and it was besides Demon Souls, it was the first thing of FromSoft going into a game like this. Also, by the way, 416 deaths. We died more in this game than in Dark Souls 2, but less than in Dark Souls 1, so I consider that a win. But, like, there's a lot of good in... I think the bosses themselves are better than they've ever been. They teach you how to play the game, as bosses should be. They're not like a gimmick or an obstacle. I feel like in Dark Souls 1 there were a lot of, like, gimmick bosses, Bed of Chaos chief among them. There were great bosses in Dark Souls 1, don't get me wrong. I think Ornstein's Smough is one of the best designed boss fights that I've ever encountered. To the point where I didn't, like, I was like, the devs had, like, cooked here. But there were also great bosses in Dark Souls 1 from Notorious. Man, it's solid man. But there were some ones that were a little gimmicky, like Brave Lordino, and his minions, and Seeking Scales, and their just giant fucking setup. That was a lot, like, really annoying. The runbacks were really bad. This one, like, the runbacks were great to each of the bosses, especially the Nameless King, especially the DLC. Like, Ariandel, it was just a skip and a jump. Slave Knight Gale was immediately from the bonfire. It cut out the fat, I think. And I think a lot of Souls players do like that fat. Like, there's a charm to that, I think. But I think this one really cut it out. Like, it really thinned it and be like, okay, this is what we want. We want giant-ass, hard boss fights. And that's what this was. That's what it feels like this experience was distilled to. And me personally, that's like coming from a fighting game who loves one-on-one battles against very powerful enemies. This was fun. This was really good. I had to approach each boss fight in very unique ways, to the point where I was like, do I two-hand? Do I one-hand and try and get Frostbite with the Ethereal Straight Sword? Do I try and go for Sorcery a little bit? Like, there was a lot that I didn't understand at first, and I think this game taught me very well. I think the Deacons of the Deep boss fight is a really big learning moment, despite me maybe having disagreements on how it was designed. But, like, the Abyss Watchers, oh my god, so atmospheric, so haunting, perfect for the tone of the game. And we'll go into a tier list here in a minute, as soon as the credits roll, for every boss fight, because we'll do a tier list on every single boss in the game, and we'll try and do one for every area in the game. I think that that's fair. But there was a lot of good. There was a lot of good. I think the only complaints I might have about Dark Souls 3 is probably just the way that some areas are handled in terms of like the exploration. I feel like there was a lot more like swamps or areas that was hard to move in this game versus others. Because in Dark Souls 2 there were areas that were challenging to get to. It was more like you know the bell and Jula that you had to like get down to. You could buy a ring to make it easier to jump down there, or you could buy the ladder for that. So there's a lot more interactivity. And Dark Souls 1 is the king of areas, I think. I think the Dark Souls 1 areas are the best in the series. Like this Anormondo and the Duke's Archives, and how conceptually interconnected it is. And Dark Souls 3 is really it was like, get to point A, get to point B, fine, fair enough. Secret area over here guarded by a giant fucking enemy that has hell of a health bar. Some areas were kind of bad, I would say. I would say the swamp area where I had to fight the second Dragon Slayer armor, I don't like that area at all, because you had to fight past so many different guys who would curse build up and shit like that. That was annoying, but it wasn't so annoying to the point where I got angry. Like, that is Shrine of Amana, I got angry in Dark Souls 2. The blue Smelter Demon Run Back, I got angry. So those are like bad areas to me. Those are like fucking D, F tier kind of shit. But this one was there was way more areas that I was just tolerant of. They weren't special. I think the one that was most special was the area where the giant at the other end summoned a bunch of guys with arrows, and you had to kind of think about that. You had to kind of very much think on what you had to do. But the bosses, oh my god, the boss and the music of this game, it nailed the atmosphere of Lothric, this whole area. I think Ethereal Boreal Valley is so good. Like, Pontiff Sullivan, the enemies that are there that are such a spike up in difficulty, I think. After you get out of the Undead Settlement, after you get past the Abyss Watchers, like, the tone is so different there. And I think that's my favorite area in the game, but we'll get to that here in a second. Because I think we're getting to the end of the credits. So let's make myself just a little bit smaller here, not by too much. Begin Journey 2 in current state. Journey 2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire if you do not wish to begin now. Well, we'll just go ahead and click on that, but we will. You'll not be able to return to Journey 1. Sure, you wish to begin Journey 2. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to just spawn and get out of the game while I sort some things out. Sorry about that. Yeah, but yeah. Here we are. New Game Plus. Oh my god. But let's actually get away from that real quick. Let's get back to the main screen, main menu. Look at them. Level 106. You guys want a final drip check? Here it is. Nice little thing going on there. This is the last gear we had. And we did stick with the Ethereal Straight Sword for the whole game. And you know what? Fair enough. Good shit. See you later, Wobra. We'll have a new character in whatever game we play next. But yeah, no, great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, give me just a quick second here as we are going to switch gears and allow a window capture so that we can do a tier list. So, aren't you guys happy? Don't you guys love tier lists? I fucking love tier lists. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Give me just a second. Sorry, I'm loading all this up and making sure that we're doing good with it. Okay. So now that we have that set up, I'm OBSing real quick, everybody. Okay. Oh, OBS. Why you gotta do this to me? Oh, OBS, they don't like me doing it. Hey, there we go. Can you guys see that okay? Here, let's get my lovely face in here. Hey, look, it's me. Okay. But yeah. Here we go. Let me go ahead and turn this off and actually play some other music that we got going on here. Do-do-do-do. Sorry, guys. I'm getting some... I want to get some atmosphere up in here. Let's see. Let's get some good music. Let's get some good music up in here while we're doing this. Sorry, chat, just doing this real quick. All right. Dark Souls 3 boss tier list. Can everybody see this okay? Let me adjust my camera a little bit so that everybody can see this okay. Yeah, there we go. Now everybody can see this. All right. Okay, so the bosses of Dark Souls 3, very cool all around. I think there wasn't a single one that I disliked. I was really impressed with some of the big ones, but let's make this tier list as we need it to be. Because at S tier, obviously, we have the cream of the crop. The bosses that I'm like, I would fight these guys to my dying day. They are the best of the best. Previous members of this list include Knight Artorias, the Burnt Ivory King, and Aldia a little bit in Dark Souls 2, just for thematic stuff. I rank these bosses usually based on how I feel about fighting them and how I feel about them lore-wise. That'll be a big factor. Next will be S tier, A, B, and C, because I honestly don't think there was any boss below C tier in this game. I think this is a really easy tier list to make, because the S tier guys are good as fuck. They would be like cream of the crop in other games, the thing. I also kind of base in them based off their music a little bit too. But let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's start a dialogue. Actually, you know what? I will add a D tier because I am thinking about one boss that deserves to be in D tier. Let's actually Sorry guys, I'm just figuring this all out. I haven't made a tier list in so long. I've avoided such travesties in my life. Let's just put trash. Because there, I think, is one boss that I would put in trash. But I'll talk about it when I get there. We're going to go through them in order. Alright, so first up is Eudix Gundyr, the starting boss. Eudix Gundyr, starting boss, very fucking fun. One of those dudes. You know what? I'm actually going to. Instead of doing this theme, let's actually do something fun. Let's actually play their themes as we're going along with this. That'll be cool. All right, yeah, Eudix Gundyr. Very cool, very awesome boss, and I think a great intro boss. Kind of easy in the long run. And granted, I didn't use shields to like parry or anything in this game, so I don't know who's parryable and who's made easier or harder because of that. Because we went full two-handed, 2 weapons all around every day with this build. And we did full magic too, so the full magic was crazy. Eudix Gundyr, really fucking cool first boss though, because he's like, he's the perfect, what I envision as the perfect Dark Souls boss is a human enemy in a 1v1 duel. What that duel looks like, I don't really care. But, like, I see a fucking knight in armor, I'm like, oh shit, this is about to get fucking real. And listen to that fucking theme. That's iconic. That's so good. I'm a big fan of Eudix Gundyr. and what he stands for in this game, because the halfway point is something that happened throughout the rest of the game. So it was really telling you what you were in for the rest of the game. Iudex Gundyr, big, giant, like, serpentine form with this, like, blight to him. Plus you get the literal sword that you stab into the first bonfire at Firelink Shrine after beating him. So I think thematically he's really good, and he sets a great tone for the start of the game on being like, oh yeah, this is kind of like the level of boss aggression in this game, and it may have only taken me like 4 tries to beat him, but like he was fucking aggressive, and it really let me know as a player that, like, okay, unlike Dark Souls 2's first boss with the Dragon Rider, unlike the Asylum Demon in Dark Souls 1, we're getting enemies that are incredibly aggressive with varied and delayed movesets, which was a theme that persisted over the entire game. Crazy stuff. Iudex Gundyr gets a rank from me, only because the only reason he's not higher is because I wish he had more health. Actually, I wish he was harder. I honestly wish he was harder. I wish he would fucking gatekeep. But honestly, if you know what you're doing against him, you can get off some big damage. And I think, like, pure strength builds, we were kind of going for dex and intelligence a little bit. So we didn't really have an opportunity to do a lot of damage, but we had a lot of opportunity to attack quickly, and that was fun. That was a good build. I enjoyed this build, I think, the best out of all the Souls games. The magic mage, like warrior mage, so awesome. Okay, who was after Iudex Gundyr? I think it was Vort. Vort of the Boreal Valley. Big motherfucker. The first glimpse we really got into the Boreal Valley after a very long run through Lothric Castle. It took a while to get to this boss. But Vort... let's talk about Vort. Vort was very, very cool. I think, in a literal sense, one might say, but I like the implication of the Boreal Valley being as big as it was. I liked his boss arena. It was like just wide, simple, but big stuff. But his phase shift is probably the most dramatic, I think, out of any character in the game, honestly. Every other one, like, they had moves that they used from their first phase in the second phase. Vort completely changes. Originally, he's going at you with his mace, but then he just goes fucking feral, charging you and spitting out this ice breath. I kind of put him in the same vein as Iudex Gundyr because he's very similar in the way that I wish he had a little bit more health. I actually put him above... actually, no. Iudex Gundyr, I like the one-on-one fight. Actually, no. I am going to put Vort above because I wish Iudex Gundyr was a 1v1 knight fight the whole way through, and Iudex didn't shift into a giant monster. I know this might be a bit of a hot take, but I love the back and forth between, like, knight 1v1s more, so that's, like, kind of my opinion on that. If Iudex would have stayed as knight the whole self, he would have been fantastic, which did happen later into the game, but we'll talk about that later. But Vort of the Boreal Valley, I think, is really, really good. I think he is pretty top tier as far as bosses go in this game. And he sets the tone for, like, the monster boss fights, and I really liked that. The Ice Breath was cool, too, and taught me about Frostbite, which we ended up using for the rest of the game, so can't deny that. Very cool, though. Honestly, nothing like stands out more about him. I just think he was solid. I think he was a solid boss. I didn't think there was anything I disliked, though. Okay. After Vort of the Boreal Valley, I think it was the Crystal Sage. Let's wait for that drop, though. Love that theme. The Crystal Sage. I'm gonna put the Crystal Sage in C. I honestly, upon reflection, and I'll tell you guys what. I'll explain myself as soon as I get their theme up. But the Crystal Sage is, I think, an okay boss. Sorcerer spellcaster bosses are always like, ugh. There's a little bit of, like, sadness to that because you have to chase them down. They usually have options to escape or, like, get off. But I think you can do a spellcaster boss very right. And I think in other games there have been examples of spellcaster bosses being done correctly. I think Dark Souls 1 had a good example of this with, God, which was the one in Dark Souls 1 that cast magic? It's hard to remember which ones cast magic because a lot of the time they're just using, like, lightning or breath attacks through, like, a giant monster. I want to say, kind of like Gwendolyn in a way. Gwendolyn was annoying, but I appreciated his playstyle a little bit differently because it was very different. And he was interesting. Crystal Sage, their gimmick was they could summon copies of themselves going into the second phase, and they were really easy to predict the first, but really annoying. And the way that they summoned the copies of themselves, they could do everything that they could. The way the boss arena was like really frustrating because you had to really like, you locked yourself in corners trying to pursue the boss instead of having like a big solution. So it was disconcerting. Like it didn't feel very like the game was teaching you something. It felt like the game was like saying, hey, go after her now or her clones are going to fuck you up. And that's what happened when the clones are summoned. And the fact that she could summon the clones multiple times during that phase, it got grating. It got grating pretty quickly. That was probably one of my least favorite fights in the game. Also because, you know, I'm jealous of another sorcerer in the game. But don't worry, we gotta run back in the Grand Archive and beat the shit out of her. So it worked out in the end, I think. Oh, excuse me. But after the Crystal Sage, I believe... Was it the Curse Rotted Greatwood? I think it was Curse Rotted Greatwood. Curse Rotted Greatwood, I'm not even going to play their theme. It was mid. It was as mid as a boss fight as you get. It's a giant monster. Neat. Hitting giant balls to kill it instead of it having like an actual health bar. Interesting. It was a set-piece boss fight that I don't think really delivered. Because, and there's the thing, there are set-piece boss fights in this game that fucking deliver. And that's why, like, those are really cool. But the Curse Rotted Greatwood just wasn't one of those. I think it was just like, okay, can you survive and dodge and figure out where these orbs on them are and deal with the little minions that were attacking at the same time during the first phase. So it got a bit annoying as time went on, but I didn't fight him that much. It was like 1 or 2 attempts, you know? So it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad at all. It just like, it's not great. It's not bad. It's middle of the road. It's not bad at all. But afterward, oh my god. How do I talk about these guys? We're talking about the Abyss Watchers. Okay. So the Abyss Watchers. I'm not gonna rank them just yet because I gotta talk. I gotta gush a little bit. I gotta glaze almost. The Abyss Watchers are what made me, I think, like this game. Like I like Dark Souls 1 a lot. I like Dark Souls 2 a lot. I love Dark Souls 3. And it's because of these guys. The Abyss Watchers are so dripped up. And their boss fight is so haunting. Listen to this music. They're fighting each other. You learn by lighting up the fires around Farron Keep a little bit about their story. How they were inspired by Knight Artorias and tried to follow in his footsteps by defending against the Abyss. Men of my own heart, really. And then they got corrupted by it, as all who encounter the Abyss do. But as they begin to kill each other more and more and more, they just become a pile of corpses in this massive room. And this theme starts playing as they slowly get up and do the dagger over the sword pose. At that point, I was like, this is different. This game is different than the other ones. Like, it treats its bosses in an elevated way. Dark Souls 1, the bosses were elevated, but only like the main lords, like the Ornstein Smough. The other ones, like the optional bosses, like there was, for every Ornstein Smough, there was a Gwendolyn or a Bed of Chaos. Bad bosses. This one was like, we're delivering boss fights to you. Like, there aren't going to be, even the bad ones are going to be up a scale. They're going to be up a notch because the music. This music I listen to in my own downtime. Like, it's that good. And the second phase is ethereal. The flaming sword of the final Abyss Watcher. It was epic. And this boss is cream of the crop material. It just is. The Abyss Watchers are so goddamn cool. I can't get over how good they are. I wish I could have worn their whole armor set for the whole game and used their weapons, but I wasn't a strength build, and I didn't want to... It would have been hard to scale that upward. So the Abyss Watchers were something else. They were amazing. Not really much I have to say about them that hasn't already been said numerous times by other people who played this game, but they are what personally got me in and locked me into this game and been like, okay, I'm actually really, really, like, wanting to figure this game out all the way. Like, I want to figure everything. And Dark Souls 2, I did everything in that game. And it didn't, there were some things that just weren't exciting to do. And that's how it was. But this showed me that it would be exciting to do a lot of the game. And that filled me with a joy. A lot of joy. Alright. Next boss. After the Abyss Watchers, I believe the boss after them was another banger. Actually, no, it was High Lord Wolnir. A set-piece boss that was actually really cool, in my opinion. High Lord Wolnir down in those little catacombs. Or wait, actually, I don't think it was Wolnir, it was the Deacons. Yeah, it was the Deacons of the Deep. Yeah. The Deacons of the Deep. Okay, the Deacons of the Deep are an interesting one, because on the one hand, there's some interesting lore with them. They were guarding Aldrich's, like, coffin. And that's super cool lore. Like, I like that they're, like, these just crazy priests who are just a whole bunch of spellcasters in this horde of people. It's really one that's just like, oh, and then you have to figure out that their main archdeacon is like moving between souls, and you have to hunt them down. And our scythe actually like cleaved through multiple of them. Super good for that. Our build was super good for it, but it was essentially a DPS check. You had to finish them off for the second phase. The main archdeacon arises in their main body, and then they go ham and they do this one like auto death spell if you let them go for too long. So it was interesting. It was like it was a challenge. It was different. I still think that I can't put them any higher than B tier, but I'll put them above the Curse Rotted Greatwood because I actually was excited to engage with their gimmick. I liked their gimmick a little bit more. This could just be my opinion. I think if you have a strength build that's really designed around like single targets and can't cleave through many people, I think you'll have a hard time. But because we were fast rolling, because we had like dex build and we could attack multiple targets at once with our weapon, it made it a bit easier for us, and that made it perhaps a little bit more enjoyable. Nothing too bad though. I don't have too much to say about the Deacons. They're okay. I wouldn't put them near Udix Gundir's first phase at all. I just would not put them on that pedestal. Now High Lord Wolnir. Really cool set piece, like you drink out of the skull goblet and you get transported to the realm of the Abyss. Me going back to the Abyss is my fucking nightmare after Manus beat the shit out of me. But Wolnir's cool. I mean, he's a giant skeleton king. Obviously we had to take him down, king to king. And it was another gimmick fight like the Curse Rotted Greatwood where you had to break his chains that he had there. But he had smoke, he had some skeleton minions. It made it a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. He's another gimmick fight, i.e. Deacons, i.e. Curse Rotted Greatwood. But I think aesthetic-wise and, like, the arena is way more interesting. So I'm actually going to put him at low A. I think he's probably, like, the bottom of A tier. I think he's the gatekeeper there. But I liked using his crown for a while. I thought his gear was excellent. And when he dies, it just goes, like, sinking back into the abyss. I thought that was pretty funny. I like his boss arena a lot, and the fact that you go up and you get the Grave Pyromancy Tome, and then he just appears. It's very scary. And that's like a good jump scare, in my opinion. I liked that one a lot. While we're talking about High Lord Wolnir, let's actually talk about the boss that was right below him. I know we got to him at a bit of a later time, but he's within the same area that he's in, so we might as well talk about him. The Old Demon King. The Old Demon King was underneath Wolnir's area in that giant lake that was like kind of like an old Isolith. Cool as fuck area. I really enjoyed going through all that and disabling the crossbow. One of my favorite areas in the game, actually. I'll say it right now. I think that area was awesome. But the Old Demon King, he was cool. I liked him being like this last vestige of the demons within this realm of Lothric. Like there was the bodies of Capra demons and stray demons and fucking Taurus demons. Very cathartic for me. But Old Demon King, I think we just went up on Ashen Flasks and shot the shit out of him with those blasts. And I think that was like, we did cheese him out, and I think he was meant to be cheesed out in a way. Like he summoned a big fireball, but then eventually he like goes down and he can barely move at all. So I think it's more of like that kind of boss fight is more of like a representation of how bad it's gotten for the demons and less of like a challenge, unless you're like doing a strength build and you're like 1v1ing him up close. And we just didn't do that. Our build wasn't designed for that. So unlike the Crystal Sage, who was bad because I think boss fight design is bad. I put the old Demon King like down a few notches, because my personal experience was just like, I'm gonna fucking shoot him with I'm gonna shoot him until he dies, and then he did die, and so it is what it is. It was fun though. I like the aesthetic way more than Crystal Sage, but do I like it more than the Cursed Rotted Greatwood and Deacons of the Deep, who actually made me think a couple minutes? Yeah, no, it just wasn't that. It wasn't it. At least not for me. Okay, so after the old Demon King, we move away from Hydroid Volnir, and I think we get into the Boreal Valley. I think that's what, yeah, we got into the Boreal Valley at that point. The monster on the bridge of the Boreal Valley. C tier, very fun to hit with pyromancy. But no, let's actually talk about Pontiff. Let's talk about Sullivan. Sullivan, I think, held the record in this game of boss who beat me the most. I think he killed me a good 30 or 40 times in this game, which I actually, testament to me learning. I think that not a single boss killed me more than Artorias, which was 46 times I died to Artorias in Dark Souls 1. No boss in Dark Souls 2 came close to that. I think 10 or 12 was maybe the limit there. But I don't think I lost to any of these bosses more than I did to the Pontiff. Pontiff and the Dancer, I think, are pretty equal in that regard. But the Pontiff, oh my god. Super goddamn cool. And a fucking gatekeeping check. Like, he is so fast. His two swords, the one on fire, the one imbued with magic, they're both, like, I mean, he's stanced up. He's dual. He was a warrior mage just like us. That already was enough to get me hyped. I was like, okay, we gotta beat this guy. He's a rival. And he had some really cool attacks. He would leap in, he would stab forward and get out of your camera's vision, like he had to relock on. He was challenging. He was so goddamn hard in comparison to the other bosses that had come before. The old Demon King, the Cursed Rod of Greatwood, Deacons of the Deep, the Abyss Watchers, as much as I love them, did not have a lot of health. This guy had so much health. Holy shit. It took us a long time and a lot of effort to beat him. He had Ganagin in his second dance with the wings and the clone. And the clone actually telegraphed his moves, and we were able to figure a lot out with that. It was a great learning experience. I think we learned so much fighting the Pontiff that it carried with us for the rest of the game. I kid you not. I think we legitimately used everything from that fight, and it made the rest of our experience better. So even if it was hard, it was something that gave us the tools that we needed to succeed. And that's what all you want from a Souls game. You want them to give you the tools to succeed, and they are there. You just have to pursue them and really pay attention, because I can see people who don't pay attention to Sullivan's moveset getting frustrated and quitting. I can see it happening. I bet that has happened. I bet that's why some people have quit this game. But no, Pontiff Sullivan is good. Like, he's good. A crazy good boss. Great music too. I don't put him in my personal favorites, because there are just other bosses that take those spots, but I think Sullivan's an easy S. S for Sullivan. Because everything that he did, first of all, I love his aesthetic. I think the long flowing robes, this priestly warrior with two great swords in both hands, wielding them so efficiently with fire and magic. Literally like goals, you know? Incredibly cool character. We used a lot of his rings for a majority of the game. And I think his boss fight just teaches you a lot about the game, teaches you how to really focus. And oh my god, his boss arena. I didn't even consider his boss arena. His boss arena is awesome. It's a giant fucking cathedral. You're fighting in the pews. You are defiant of his congregation. Probably one of my favorite boss arenas in the game, actually. I think it is my favorite boss arena in the game. Second only to the Nameless Kings and Soul of Cinder is actually from today. I think those two are really, really good too. But yeah, no, Pontiff Sullivan. Hell yeah. Love that guy. Pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Pontiff Sullivan. Oh, what a good theme too. What a good ass theme. So next was one of the big boys, Aldrich, Saint, Devourer of Gods, in the cathedral where Ornstein and Smo were, in Dark Souls 1. So literally a blast from the past. Cool guy. Not really. He fucking smacked people. Aldrich was like the Crystal Sage on crack in a lot of ways. I think Aldrich had a lot of good things going for him. He had like the big blast with his giant weapon. He had serpentine motions going back and forth. He was kind of like a whatever boss after Pontiff, though. Like, Pontiff is my epitome of a good Dark Souls fight. It is a 1v1. He has a lot of health. He has a varied moveset that you really have to dig into to understand. And you have to take risks. You have to take a lot of risks to kind of get where you are. And he has a cool second phase transition that changes the game and rethinks your strategy. Aldrich didn't really have any of that. The only thing Aldrich did during the second phase was gain fire. And the fire kind of like spread across different areas in front of him and just made them annoying to approach. Definitely, and that arrow rain attack. I forgot about the arrow rain attack. Almost impossible to get away from. Big blasts of magic, real... Yeah, this is kind of the one I was talking about when I said earlier. I don't quite think they're trash, because I think that there are aspects to Aldrich that are good, and I think that they are better than the Demon King in terms of, like, they did offer a challenge, and I do enjoy the challenge. But Aldrich was just not it. After Pontiff, I was expecting something crazy in Anor Londo. I was expecting fucking Ornstein round 3. You know, like, he was in Dark Souls 1 there, and he was in Dark Souls 2 as the old Dragon Slayer. Ooh. And then, friggin' he was... If he would have been in Dark Souls 3, that would have been fun. I would have taken Smo, honestly, again. I would have taken Ornstein Smo a second time. Aldrich was just kind of like a whatever. If he stayed outside of, like, if he didn't do that dive attack that moved into a different part of the arena, which, by the way, iconic arena, I can't deny it. And not a bad theme, honestly. Like, he just wasn't doing it. He did not infect me with a joy or a sense of, oh, what do I do here? Like the Deacons of the Cursed Rod at Greatwood did. Like, it didn't intrigue me. It was just like, I gotta get past this boss. I gotta see if Gwendolyn is still alive. Where's the princess? She was eaten. But yeah, no, it was kind of like a whatever. And that's the least of what you want from these bosses. Okay. But we move on. Aldrich was there. Aldrich was what they were. And you know what? That's all you can get. But let's see. Past Aldrich, I believe in... I'm trying to remember who's next, because this is where the game is getting a little fuzzy in my mind of how we went through it. Past Aldrich, yeah, there was the Ethereal Dungeon, and then there was the Profaned Capital. The Profaned Capital led to Mr. Yorm. Yorm the Giant. Now, I do understand that there was a NPC questline that I missed involving Yorm. And I am disappointed in that. I do not like that I missed that. But Yorm at first I thought was going to be like Vendrick. If you guys remember Vendrick in Dark Souls 2, I had to get 5 giant souls to make his health bar more manageable. Something I could fight against, and it still took me fucking forever. And I thought Yorm was going to be a similar thing. I thought I had to find an item where that would weaken his health. And technically, yes, I did, but it was already in the arena. Storm Ruler, the sword that allowed me to fight Yorm. It was a spectacle fight. It was, you needed to use the one weapon, which kind of devalued our build. But, unlike other boss fights with spectacle or with a gimmick, you couldn't just go into it willy-nilly. Yorm is still a powerful opponent, and he will beat the fucking shit out of you. His damage, I think, was the highest in the game, as a giant should be. And his boss arena is fucking awesome. The burnt, charred corpses of everybody around them, this massive amount of treasure in the Profaned Capital leading to him, and the Storm Ruler using this giant... You have to charge Storm Ruler, you have to, like, place yourself around the arena, and then unleash the heavy attack, which drains all your stamina, so you can't dodge him. So it's really interesting. In this, like, enclosed space, you've got to find the opportunities. So it still had the same Dark Souls charm of a good boss fight, but it was different. But it was different in a good way. And I honestly really liked Yorm as, like, a spectacle, and as one of the Lords of Cinder you have to track down. I think Yorm's, like, up there. I think Yorm is an easy S tier for me. I really enjoyed fighting Yorm in a lot of ways. I thought he did everything that was necessary. And I liked it. I was a fan. I was a fan of Yorm the Giant. But moving on from Yorm, I believe past the Profaned Capital was Oseros. I believe Oseros, the Consumed King. Sorry about the jarring music, but we're doing this for aesthetic. But yeah, Aceros, the consumed king. One of the only bosses who talks shit to you. He's like, oh, Ocelot, my dear Ocelot. Half dragon dude with part sorcery and then part feral. One of my favorite transitions in the game, honestly. Like, he was so different, like, going from the staff sword, and then he just, like, loses his shit. Goes completely feral on you. Like, I think it's kind of like the Vort effect, but perfected at a later stage in the game. Because he was difficult. I mean, his boss arena was, like, so small that his feral form was so fucking huge, you really had to kind of out-predict it and maneuver yourself. It was really hard to dodge. It was really hard to dodge him. And I just liked his lore. Like, he's a weird guy. He's a strange dude. But I like his lore behind that. He's like a dragon worshiper, and he's trying to create these like dragon beings or something of the sort. He's cool. I do like the boss fight a little bit more than some of the other like spectacle boss fights, and I do like it. It's my favorite beast fight in the game, I think, from like a feral beast, just because of how fucking crazy he goes. He's like this guy talking in complete sentences. The next thing, he's on all fours and he's charging at you. So he wasn't exactly hard, but he was fun, and that's the important thing. So I'll put him at like probably the top of A tier. I like Osiris. I like it. I think he is a neat guy. Funny. But then away from Osiris, we go into a familiar location, which we go against the fucking homie, Champion Gundyr. Champion Gundyr is everything I wanted Eudix to be, and I was so happy for that. He had essentially a similar move list, but charged up to fucking 11. He was shoulder checking, he was anti-airing, he was kicking. He had a fucking Spartan kick that he beat the shit out of me with and knocked me away several times. But like, his attacks were exactly what I want from like a big Souls fight. Slightly delayed to kind of vary up your dodge timing, something you had to learn and figure out, and doing it in like split-second moments where you're like, yes, fuck yeah, I'm doing good here. And he doesn't really have a phase 2, it's just like fight him all the way through. Phase 2, I think, was when he just kind of gets a little bit more intense. But you see, it's the same theme too, and in a darkened version of the original area. Super cool. I really enjoyed fighting Champion Gundyr, and I think he's one of my favorite bosses in the game. I say that without a doubt, just because my experience with him was so much fun. I gotta put him up in cream of the crop. I really do. Because, God, but do I like him more than Pontiff is the thing. I think I do. I like him more than Pontiff, not because it was less challenging, but because Champion Gundyr, it like fixed a problem that I had with the game up until that point. I was like, oh, this game is great, but the first boss was like, it was good, but it wasn't like great. And then it was like, okay, this is the full level of what I wanted. And the fact that he's in this optional area, in this darkened space, that's so intriguing. And the fact that you get Artorias' armor afterward, I think really does something to me. But I don't know. I just had a really good experience with him, I think. I think my battles with him personally, I would put him up there because they were so enjoyable. They were close. It didn't take me too many attempts, but they were really fun, intense battles where I was like, yeah, I get it. And my build was so appropriate with the crystal magic weapon, with the soul spear, with being able to dodge through his halberd and really move in and attack at the right times. I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really good. All right. Not too many bosses left. I'm glad that we ended as early as we did, because we are really pushing past. I'm talking a lot. I already do talk a lot, but it is what it is. Okay. Next is the Dancer. The Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Okay. So the Dancer is one of the two bosses I think we had an entire stream dedicated to. Because we had an entire stream dedicated to Pontiff, and we had an entire one dedicated to Dancer, who, between the two of them, I don't know who killed me more. It might have been the Dancer. The Dancer was so unique, so different than the other bosses. Other bosses you could maybe DPS check a little bit, and they had a very small set of moves that they'd work with. The Dancer had fucking massive move list that was hard to interpret because of the dancing movements that they did. the Dancer's grab attack where they coil upward like a snake before swiping in front of them to hit you with that big stab of fire. That shit is so good. That shit was so good. Like, I was like, I fell to that so many times. I didn't figure out that process until very long. That first phase, I think the Dancer first phase is so interesting because it is this flaming sword, a lot of very varied attacks that are hard to predict, including like fast swings to long delayed strikes. And then phase 2 gets kind of wild because she pulls out another sword and starts spinning like a Beyblade. And I think Dancer had the most health out of any boss that we had fought up to that point. I think Gale and Dark Eater Midear definitely had more health overall. But Dancer had the most any boss up until that point. And that was insanity. That was so crazy. Because it was a long, drawn-out battle, too, that I had to memorize very, very well. And that was the first battle that we started using Crystal Magic Weapon. Or Great Magic Weapon, I believe it was at the time. But it was interesting figuring it out. And I think that one really taught me a lot of things in the same way that Sullivan did. I think Sullivan and Dancer are very comparable bosses. I easily put Dancer up in S because it was just so unique. She was, them, whatever the boss's affiliation is. The Dancer was so, it was ethereal. I liked the arena too, this like cathedral, this entrance to Lothric Castle as it ended up being. I think that there was a lot going on. I did lose 50k Soul Swords, so there'll always be a bit of bitterness in my heart for that, but I did enjoy the battle itself because I thought it was very interesting, and I had to deal with it with two-handed. I had to change up my strategy just to get enough damage to inflict upon her, and I think that in the long run was good. I thought it was a great battle. But yeah, nothing really more to say about that. A really fun boss. Okay. Next up, I think we went into Lothric Castle from there, so it was the Dragon Slayer armor. Okay. Dragon Slayer armor. Very, very fun. I think that we're starting to get into some heavy hitters here. I think these guys we're really getting into some stuff. But the Dragon Slayer armor was so goddamn cool. I think the Dragon Slayer armor's aesthetic, I mean, obviously we went with the Dragon Slayer's armor's aesthetic eventually, but this massive machete with lightning effects all over it, holy goddamn, that was something else. The second phase where the one flying creature came in and started lighting up the battlefield was interesting. Not the most interesting phase 2 I've ever seen, but definitely one that made me think. I was more invested in the one-on-one battle with this knight. He was doing shield bashes, giant like wind-up attacks, and he had a projectile with his like wind slice with the axe as well. I think aesthetically one of the best boss fights in the game because you're doing it from these ramparts, and you can see this the glowing of the eclipsing, bleeding sun in the distance, and it's lighting everything this cool orange and red glow. And his armor, he looks fucking intimidating. I think if intimidation was a factor in any of his boss fights, I would definitely put Dragon Slayer up there, just because of the fucking bulk. That man bulks. He gets his protein every fucking day. But no, I just think he did so much for that stage of the game, where he was like a perfect midway boss fight, because he wasn't particularly difficult, but he wasn't particularly easy either. You need to keep your head on a swivel, you need to do a lot with him, and figure things out, and I was really about that. I was super invested fighting him. And the second phase part wasn't that bad. I don't think it was something that made me not like the boss fight, which some of these phase 2s do. They made me not enjoy the boss fight in certain stages, but I'll get to that in a second. There's one boss that did that, which we will talk about. But no, Dragon Slayer armor, I think, is an easy S tier. I think they're right below Sullivan because they didn't challenge me nearly as much, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they're just not like as memorable because of that. When a boss beats your ass 1,000 times and then you beat it, it's super memorable. The Dragon Slayer armor, I think, is a perfect example of like a midway boss fight that is done so right. Everything I want in a boss fight is there. Big ass knight, 1v1, crazy cool move list, and things that made me think, because I had to get around that fucking shield somehow and time my attacks at the right time so I can attack and roll. It is what it is. But yeah, after the Dragon Slayer armor, I believe it was the twin princes, Lothric and Lorien. Let's actually... Please, Google, please, YouTube, please let me do this. Oh, God. Not like this. My computer is doing things. My computer do not like me. Does not like me using Chrome tabs in such a way. Alright. But yeah, no. Lothric and Lorien. There we go. Should work, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know you guys want to hear some music. You don't want just my voice. But yeah. There we go. So, big Lorien and Lothric. Okay. There's a lot that I like about this boss fight. I think a fuck ton I like. The first phase particularly. It's an incredibly fun boss fight to learn. I think it's one of the funnest boss fights to learn in the game because you can't rely on lock-on to help with your dodge assists. You have to be ready for the timing of them teleporting behind you and doing a move, or teleporting above you and striking. And figuring out the timing of, like, dodging their big face attacks, the big, like, lines of white flame that try and get you from the ground. It's wild. I love Lorien, I think, as just a concept, because he's got this massive flaming sword, he's got a lot of reach, and he teleports behind you, and he does all this crazy shit. And you have to move. And it sets the tone for, I think, the rest of the game of two-phase boss fights. Because after he's done, you have to fight Lothric. And Lothric is annoying. I don't like the little shit. You have to hit him on the back only. We had a build that was set for it, and I think that worked a lot of the time. But the fact that he used magic on top of everything and Lorien was doing the same shit, it felt like it was just an annoying tack-on to that phase, and I didn't like it as much as I wish I did. I loved Lorien's boss fight. I wish the second phase was him standing on his fucking feet and getting more crazy. But what can you do? There's only so many knights with great swords made of fire, that boss fights that you can have in a game. And I get that. I understand that. There's only so much you can do with that. But I think that is still, based on the first phase alone, I still think it is a very good boss fight. And I will still put it at the very bottom of S tier because I think it deserves to be in that category for my experience with it. It made me really truly understand my build to its fullest. I think it helped me realize my build's potential by having my Frostblade and Frostbite matter to get through the different phases, and the Scythe mattered to slice through Lorien and hit Lothric's health bar because if you took down Lorien first, Lothric just revives half of his health, which, understandable. But it made it very intriguing of a boss fight in terms of I understood what my build was at the end of the day to help with that. And that is the best fucking thing a boss fight can do, is that it helps you optimize what you're trying to do. So in the long run, I love it. Don't like Lothric as much, but that's a personal gripe. Do I like the boss fight more than Osterios and Vort? Yes, I do. So that's where they're going, where they are. Alright, now let's start the DLC. And let's start with who we fought first in the Painted World. Grave Tender. The Grave Tender. Okay, the Champion's Grave Tender and the Grave Tender Great Wolf. Both of these buckos are definitely something. At first, I was so in, because it was a boss fight with a knight and his wolves. He had like 4 wolves, and it was a guy with a cool moveset, because he had the Vanguard sword and shield, and the shield would buff him at certain points, and he would have very varied attacks. He could still get staggered. He was, all intents and purposes, a human opponent. But the minute that Great Wolf came in around halfway, the boss fight changed significantly. I love the arena. Oh my god, the arena does so much for that boss fight. It does so goddamn much for that boss fight. The flowers and the cathedral and the grave that they're tending. That's aesthetic. The aesthetic was great. The Great Wolf I didn't enjoy fighting. The Great Wolf felt like just a giant wolf dog enemy. And we all know how I feel about dog enemies in Dark Souls games, which is, I don't like them. They're not fun for me. They're too fast. maybe a cope on my end, but that's okay. The bosses in this game, the Great Wolf felt like it was very tacked on in terms of like he was kind of like an afterthought, meaning like how do we make this boss a little bit harder? How do we give him a phase 2 without like him doing anything? I honestly would have preferred if the Grave Tender, you know, you took out a cell, he becomes sort of man wolf, like he becomes this like hybrid creature. That would be really cool. But a gank fight is never that fun, so it can be very difficult to determine like what's good in that, what isn't. But yeah, no, the Great Wolf and the Grave Tender, it was cool that you were able to like kind of get around and figure things out, but it wasn't my favorite fight in the game. I think I would put it right below Aceros, because I think Aceros' second phase shift is actually a lot more intriguing to me, whereas the second phase shift of that one was not as good. I put him above Eodix and Vort. For terms of like a challenge, it was more challenging than most bosses in the game, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him being as middle of the road as possible. Maybe in the middle of our list. But next, let's go and talk about... oh yeah, the big one. Sister Freed. Now we're getting into recent territory. We're getting into the big DLC ones. So first of all, I want to talk about how it felt to get to Freed. I nearly lost my mind trying to get to her, going through the crow areas and the flies, because the flies scared me. And fighting the lore behind Frida was so interesting to me, about how she's trying to keep the world iced and rotting instead of with the flame that Ariandel keeps below the cathedral. You meet her early on in the DLC. She warns you not to go and venture further. And then what do? You go and you venture further, obviously. Then you fight Wilhelm, her knight, really cool black flame knight. And that's a bit of a tease as to what's going to happen. Because Sister Freed is such cream of the crop. She might just be the best boss in the game. The first phase is quick. It's fast. It's decisive. You have to be ready for every attack she has, because if you do not, she will fucking annihilate you, especially with the move where she goes invisible and slits your goddamn throat when you're not looking. You can maybe dodge it if you hear ahead of time and use audio cues, but it is not gonna be easy. I love Sister Freed. She's a fellow scythe user, probably wielding the coolest weapon in the game. Her great scythe that she wields like on her back. Holy shit. And then you get to phase 2. In phase 2, Father Ariandel screams and revives Frida, and it's both of them at the same time. Now, I've said before, gank boss fights, I don't like them. This is an exception because it's got the Ornstein and Smo rule. One of them is fast as fuck, one of them is slow as fuck, but it feels like Ornstein and Smo perfected. No annoying shit. Just pure, you have to have your head on a swivel. If you don't look at Sister Freed, she'll use long-range ice attacks. She doesn't go as ham as she does in the first phase, and I think that's a good thing. Because if she was still doing her invisible attacks, it'd be a bad boss fight, because you would never be able to keep track of her, because you're just looking after Ariandel. But Ariandel has these huge, wide-range attacks, these massive strikes, but you can get around him easily. Frida has quick attacks, but you can't attack them nearly as often, but they share a health bar. So it doesn't matter who you go after, you just have to attack them when you're ready, when it's right to do so. And if you're avoiding the frost up buildup from Frida's long-range attacks, and keeping an eye out for her healing, this can be... it's so interesting! It's so cool! Pun intended. It's so good, because you have to think on your feet about which person to go after. What moves are they doing? How is one covering the other? If I attack Ariandel's legs, is Frida going to come in from behind his arm and attack me immediately? How many attacks did I get in right now? Then you get them. And Frida gets back up for the third phase. Black Frame Frida. Twin Scythes is the fucking coolest boss weapon I've ever seen. It's the goddamn best. Sister Freed using both scythes is nuts. And I don't know why I never thought that could be a thing. Plus, the fact that she's using the Black Flame, and she's 10 times faster, has a completely new move list that you have to remember. because she has that 6-strike attack that she ends with a slam overhead that you can punish. You have enough time in between phases 2 and 3 to pop an ember, to get your health back, have your flasks ready, set up whatever magic you need to. It gave me everything. It gave me fucking everything that I wanted in a boss fight. And I can't believe... Oh my god, I could gush about Sister Frieda all day. I think that's my favorite boss fight in the game. I think that's the cream of the crop. That is the cream of the crop. There hasn't been a better boss fight in the game, I don't think. Though there are ones that will rival, I think. There are ones that rival her. Okay, enough talking about Sister Frieda. Let's move on to the next DLC, which is Gale. Gale. Yeah, Gale's DLC. Not Gale himself. We'll get into that. But the first one is the Half-Light... Oh, man. We got phase 2 in the music. We talked about her a lot. But it's Half-Light. Spear of the Church. I'm going to be real. This boss is dookie. I don't like it. I don't like fighting invaders. At all. To any of you watching this and thinking that you can invade me in future games, don't. I don't care that you have a new game plus 7 build to kick my ass. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. This whole boss fight is centered around a human player invading your world and gaining buffs and 2 allies who can heal him or her or them. I feel like it's a thing that you really only do if you're just a loser who wants to beat the shit out of people on their first tries or first goes of the game. I don't know. That's kind of the impression. Invaders always give me a bad impression because unless you're invading like a friend for lulz and giggles, or if you don't give them some signs of respect first, like, you know, just pose or emote in front of them and have a good time, you're taking away what the community aspect of that game, the best parts of the community aspect of that game, which is camaraderie. And kind of like how in the way that 2 knights fighting each other feels like an honorable duel. That's what invasions can feel like if they're treated right. But a lot of the time they don't, because a lot of the time it's just people trying to flex and smurf, essentially. I think Half-Life Spear of the Church is trash. I don't like it at all, and I don't really want to talk about it, because it's just not good, and I hate it. I just kind of hate it. I do not like it one bit. So let's move on. Immediately away from the Half-Life. Oh, actually, I think I went ahead of myself. I think I just wanted to shit on Half-Life. Moving on from Half-Life, before that was the Demon Prince. I totally forgot to mention the Demon Prince. That was right after fighting the Ariandel and Frieda. So, the Demon Prince, the only boss in the game that we use different weapons for. The Talons, the Crow Talons, because we needed the bleed build up to fight such a bulky goddamn health bar. Not only him, the Demon of Pain and the Demon from Below were the gank boss fight beforehand. Best gank boss fight in the game. Prove me wrong, but Sister Frieda and Father Ariandel, best designed boss fight in that. I think aesthetically, the 2 identical giant fucking demons did more for Matt, because Matt loves that shit. Matt loves his edgy shit and his demon flame boys. This is what I wanted the old Demon King to kind of be. Just a giant fucking crazy fight against massive demons. One of the, when they went on fire, they went and attacked you at close range. When they went to poison, they could toxic you from long range with these giant attacks. I thought it was really interesting. Their attacks were a little predictable, but it was when those 2 demons went down, the boss fight really began. The Demon Prince, I think, was one of the coolest boss fights. Spectacle alone, you're in this giant pit of an old destroyed kingdom in the middle of a goddamn volcano. Awesome. But the Demon Prince had like giant fireball attacks that you had to get away from. It was like a mixture of like a beast boss fight and a spectacle like gimmick boss fight. But it was less gimmicky. I think the gimmick was his health, because the health was crazy. But no, like I really enjoyed fighting the Demon Prince with a different weapon that I had used prior. And the fact that you could knock him out of his giant meteor attacks, there was like some nuance there. There was a lot of fun. But I think just aesthetically, he was crazy cool. I loved fighting that guy. He helped me be like, okay, I can be a little bit more furious with this, and I have a weapon that I could use in place of the one I have. And that was cool. I enjoyed that experience. Not really too much to say about him other than I really enjoyed the boss fight. Probably more so than the Dragon Slayer armor in a lot of ways. Probably my favorite beast boss fight in the game up till a certain guy. We'll talk about it later. But let's move on to the next dude. Actually, we're talking about him right now. Because we talked about Half-Life. So, Dark Eater motherfucking Midir. The big dragon himself. Okay, so did I cheat when I fought Midir and used Pestilent Mist to eliminate his health? Yes. Would I do it again in a heartbeat and on a New Game Plus playthrough? Probably. Why do I say that? Because my build is the way that it is. I went into this game wanting to use more sorcery, more magic. And up until Dragon Slayer Armor, we weren't really doing it. We had used it for Dancer of the Boreal Valley, but we didn't really have good soul magic other than for defeating elite enemies in exploration areas, which was cool, but it wasn't really good for bosses. This is the boss fight that made me feel that my build was worth it. Soul Spear, that great magic weapon, that Pestilent Mist, and sorcery was worth it to go with in this game. Because Soul Spear was fine, but it consumed so much FP. The staves that we had were great, but it felt like something was missing. And this Dark Eater Midir fight made me believe that. I was like, yeah, my build matters, damn it. I'm beating this the way that my character was built to, which is through a cheat method. I did not have the damage. And I think if in retrospect, I could have taken off the raw effect from the Great Scythe, like I did for this session today, for this volume, and it would have been an easier fight to do melee. However, Midir's a fucking menace. That guy's second phase is crazy, as is his first. He was still hard, despite everything that was going on. And I liked him a goddamn lot because he was shooting Godzilla beams. Midir, I think, is the best dragon boss that I've ever seen in one of these games. Not a really hard bar to beat because you're beating Guardian Dragon and Ancient Dragon from the first game, but impressive that I think he was better than Calamite in Dark Souls Remaster. There's a lot I loved about Calamite, but I think that there were some glitchy things with Calamite that were a little but Midir felt like an actual, like, goddamn motherfucking dragon that I was fighting. And he was cool. And you had fought him at earlier points, like across the bridge at different points of the game. And I loved his boss arena. I thought it was really cool that you dropped down to it and you had to do all this other extra shit to even make him appear. I thought it was cool. I thought that Midir was pretty much the apex of, like, okay, my build is challenged to its apex right now. How can I beat this? And I found a solution. Solution may be frowned upon in some communities, but I don't give a fuck. So I will put Midir at the very top of S. He's not quite cream of the crop. Might be my own doing why that is, but I still love him. I still love the guy. And I think in a future playthrough, if I go for strength, I would try and go for something that was a little bit more honest against Midir. You'll never see it, but I will. So, suck it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love everybody who's supporting me, and anybody who says that I use Special Witness and I cheat, they're probably right. That's whatever. I will do anything to win. Any goddamn thing. I don't know. Alright. Let's stop talking about Midir. We've talked about Midir a lot. And let's talk about the boy. Let's talk about the man, even. The one in search of the Dark Soul. Slave Knight Gale. I was waiting for the music drop. Slave Knight Gale. Oh my goodness. What can I say about Slave Knight Gale that probably hasn't already been said by a million YouTubers? He's the end of the DLC. So with Soul of Cinder, Nameless King, and Ancient Wyvern out of the way, he's probably the perfect goddamn ending to this series. Not only because he's searching for the Dark Soul, which is, the title, but also what he represents. The end, you find him at the end of the world, in this massive field of dune desert ash. And you find him in a place of old lords, kings that he's devouring. He swings one out of you like Artorias and charges at you on all fours, feral. And then you get him down and the first phase ends and he realizes the soul was within him the whole time. And he stands up. Oh, the cutscene where Gale stands up and the Nameless King second phase are definitely my favorites. Definitely my goddamn favorites. There is so much good in... There's so much good in that boss fight. I think everything that works well in a Dark Souls boss fight is present in Slave Knight Gale's fight. I think the first phase is almost like a beast form. Like, in the same way that Lorien was, in the same way that Vort was, in the same way that the second phase of Aceros was. But then it goes the inverse. It becomes a knight fight. He has a repeating crossbow, faith magic, and these discs that come back to him. His cloak moves with him for the secondary effect, so you have to dodge so well. And my god, did I think this is the boss fight where I fought the best. I barely did any damage to him. He had the highest health bar in the game, bar none. He had more health than Midir did at some points, I think. So I had to really rely on Frostbite. My build mattered again. And that second phase, the way that he would like lift the sword out of the ground, and then he explodes with the souls inside of him and flies at you, and lightning starts striking the stage. Are you kidding me? Also, the most cinematic finish I've ever had to a boss fight in any game, period. Because he and I got a double KO. Draw a game from his lightning. I couldn't believe it. That you can go back and watch that VOD that's up on YouTube with Slave Knight Gale. Holy shit, that fight was so good. Fight was so good. I have to put him in Cream of the Crop, but where does he go in Cream of the Crop? I'd say he goes directly. Is he better or even to Sister Freed? I think those top two are interchangeable. I think Slave Knight Gale is just as good as Sister Frieda, if not better in some aspects. Because there's no gank there. It's a pure boss fight, one-on-one. It's hard, too. It's a hard fight. You need to be ready. Your ass needs to be ready. Listening. Okay. Let's move on to the last optional area. The Ancient Wyvern. The Ancient Wyvern, I kind of hold in the same regard as... I kind of hold the Ancient Wyvern in the same regard to the Cursed Rod of Greatwood and the Deacons of the Deep. Granted, Big Ass Dragon automatically puts them at the top of B tier, I think. But once we found out a way to just cheese it with some Soul Spears, our build mattered. Yes, that was fun. It was good to have our build matter. But it was just a guy breathing fire. It was a fucking dragon, alright. He was breathing fire at us. And my god, did he breathe that fire. And I don't really have much to say about him. It's a giant dragon. Cool aesthetically. Pretty meh boss-wise. That's all I can really say about that. Alright. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get away from this. Alright. Finally, we come to the ones that we fought today. The Nameless King. What are my thoughts on the Nameless King? I haven't had as much time to, like, process the Nameless King, but I don't think there's any boss that's made me more nervous. I think Sister Frieda and Slave Knight Gale, I was confident that I could beat them. Like, Frieda, I was like, okay, yeah, I just have to endure and memorize the first phase. And then the second phase, I gotta do this. Third phase, Frieda got me sweating. Like, don't get me wrong. Same with Slave Knight Gale. I mean, those last phases there, it's all about endurance at the end of the day. But, like, Slave Knight Gale phase 1, Frieda phase 1, I'm chilling. Nameless King phase 1 against King of the Storm, I have to be locked in. Because if you're not locked in against the King of the Storm, he'll fuck you up. You have to have your camera off of him because it will fuck up the... you'll be looking at locked onto him instead of being locked onto the Nameless King's sword spear that they try and stab you with. And then you get to the Nameless King. The second phase of the boss fight. Wind, Prodigy, Sun? Question mark. The Nameless King does so much right. Because the boss fight is pure spectacle. Probably my favorite boss arena in the game, next to Pontiff's. Because of just every attack that he does knocks the smoke your way. And it's like every close range attack is a long range attack as well. So you can't dodge backwards to get away from it. Every single fucking one of your dodges better be on point, otherwise you are getting stunned into a combo into dead. Or you need to heal. The fact that I was able to even get embers in at all, mind-boggling. But I'm glad that he took more damage than the other bosses. He wasn't as hard as I think Gale and Frieda were. But I think that's just a testament to like DLC versus this is still a base game. The Nameless King is probably the coolest one. If Slave Knight Gale is the best, like, is the best pure, like, one-on-one challenging fight, and Frida is the best narrative, I think Nameless is the coolest in spectacle. I think Nameless, because of all of his different attacks having such a delay, it could make people who panic roll completely just, like, out of it. You panic roll and you just completely... You lose it. You lose the fight if you panic against this man. You have to be so locked in and ready. And the fact that I was able to stun him a few times, that's cathartic. That might be some of my favorite moments in this game. Stunning the Nameless King and getting a visceral attack on him. I think that was pure hype. I think pure hype, I think, is Nameless King. Because there's nothing that isn't up to 11 in scale with his fight. I love his lore. I love his character. I love his fight. I love how he transitions to the second phase and starts doing more Gwyn-based lightning surrounding attacks. I just think he's great. I think Nameless King is definitely up there. I would put Nameless King right next to Slave Knight Gale and Frida, but the more I reflect on Nameless King, I can see that changing in the future. But they're cream of the crop material. I mean, it's not even close. They're cream of the crop. All right. Final boss. We just beat him. I think this boss, the Soul of Cinder, I think it represents so much about what we've journeyed through in this portion of the game. We've gone through 3 different Dark Souls games, the main trilogy. And Soul of Cinder is someone that represents each of those games' struggles. It's all of the souls into one. And it's every build into one. They were using pyromancy, sorcery, dex spear, strength sword, and eventually Gwyn himself, which was an amazing callback. And the theme, ding ding dong, bling bling plong. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that theme is so goddamn good. I can't deny the Soul of Cinder theme is probably the best one in the game. I don't think there's any denial on that, next to maybe like a Vort's second phase theme going hard. But the Soul of Cinder switching between different forms I thought was just awesome. It really made you think about like, okay, what am I adjusting to now? What can you do out of this? What's his move list in this form? How am I going to approach this? Are we going to be okay? But yeah, no, there's not much that I can say about that I haven't already said about some of the other bosses in this game. I think he's an epitome of what the base game boss should be. He's wielding the goddamn sword you get from a bonfire in the first place. If that's not cool, I don't fucking know what is. But he's embered up just like you are. You have time to do this. He's not the most challenging boss in the world, but I think aesthetically, he is one of the best ones. I don't think he didn't give me the same feelings that Yorm or Lothric or Dragonslayer or Demon Prince or even Midir and the Dancer and Pontiff did, but I think he is the epitome of what the game's final boss should be. I don't see any of the other bosses on this list being the final boss, even except maybe Gale. Gale would make a good final boss, but he was in the DLC, so I guess that is what it is. But no, yeah, Soul of Cinder, I enjoy a lot, and I'll definitely put him over Oseros to be the guardian of A tier. But I think that's a pretty good list, ladies and gents. That's the bosses in Dark Souls 3. Right on time. Amazing. What a good game. What a fantastic game. I think what I said earlier about the areas, I don't think I'm going to rank them. There just weren't a lot of areas that were super memorable, and I think I will mind blank outward from if I try and remember too many areas in the game. I think the boss area, the DLC areas were pretty cool, especially that near the Ring City. I think that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. I think that's where we're going to call it. Guys, Dark Souls 3 has been, I think if I had to rank the 3 Souls games, it'd be 2, 1, 3. The only reason 2 is the way that it is that its lows are very, very low. Dark Souls 1, the way that it is because of how interesting it is and how unique the concept of level interconnectivity can be. but I am a man who loves fighting different big creatures in video games. I love challenging bosses. And my god, did this game give that to me in full. I loved almost every aspect of Dark Souls 3. It felt super interesting. The combat was awesome. It was better than both the other Souls games. And I'm a little sad to not be playing it anymore on Sundays. I'm sad not to be playing a mainline Dark Souls game. Thank you guys so much for being here for that journey. The main trilogy. It's taken us 2 years. Almost to the day. March 2021 was when I started streaming. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls Remastered. And now we're here at the end of Dark Souls 3 2 years later. Damn, I'm bad at scheduling streams. But we're not done yet. The Soulsborne games, there are still some left. The spin-offs, to be specific. But what that spin-off looks like, it's up to you. People on YouTube watching this VOD, get in the comments. Tell me which one you want to see first. I do still plan on playing all of the Souls games, most of them 100% blind. But there are a couple exceptions to that. If you are in with my Discord, if you're not in my Discord, get in it. If you are in my Discord, I will be putting a poll tomorrow when this VOD goes up about which Souls game I should play next week. Now, I will say something that is going to be very sad. Matt's Soul Sunday has concluded today. It will no longer be called Soul Sunday, because we'll no longer be just constraining ourselves to Sunday. We will be doing Souls on more days than Sunday, because there are more days in the week that we could be doing this. And depending on the game we play, I might want to do it more often. Soul Sunday was a way of me having a commitment. But now, Sunday is going to just be one of the days that we stream. Days plural. So I look forward to that with each and every one of you. But let's talk about the games that we are going to pick from. In the future, we will be playing one of these 4 games. Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, or Demon Souls. Those are the 4 Souls games remaining on my list. Lies of P is there as well, but I'm going to save Lies of P for another time because it's pretty much its own game. It's not connected to FromSoft. It's not a From Software game. Not created by those guys, and I want to get through those games first. But I have means with a capture card now. I have means to have Bloodborne. I have a PS5, as you all know, so Demon Souls is on the table. Elden Ring's DLC is coming out June 21st, so maybe if you want to see me start that at the same time as all of you who enjoy Souls games, consider voting for that one. And of course, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is a game that I already own because I bought it on sale. And that'd be on PC, similar to what we have already done. That game is a little linear, such as Dark Souls 3, but the combat is incredibly unique. So, for now, go ahead and drop those Wobras in the chat. A final Wobra to Soul Sunday, a final salute to Soul Sunday 3, Volume 14, the conclusion of this series. Good job, everybody. To those of you who are here, mad respect to each and every one of you. Cobra's got... Snakes are solitary creatures, but serpents can stick together. So, thank you all. Have an excellent evening. Have a great week going forward. Pay attention to the Discord and join it if you haven't to see what the poll is for the next Souls game. I think it's going to be Elden Ring, but we'll see. Talk to you all later. Have a great night.